Everyone here likes sleep, especially Kingdom Hearts, who's been asleep for the longest. Kingdom Hearts, where you at? I need you to wake up. Kingdom Hearts, I need you to wake up! Here's another compilation of Kingdom Hearts videos that I've made over the past year for you to enjoy, have on in the background while you're doing your whatever. Coming up in this video, how big are Sora's shoes? Did something like this last year, decided to do it again. Happy New Year, and let's go. As you all know, we're currently in a dry spell when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. I think that's pretty obvious. No news, no new games, no updates, just waiting. People are literally wanting anything besides nothing right now, especially me. And one of the discussions that I've seen pop up as of recent is remaking some of the old Kingdom Hearts games. I've already made a video discussing one of these possible remakes, a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, if you want to go check that out. But there's two more that I see people talking about a lot. And those are a Days remake and a Key Saga remake. Each of these potential remakes have their own reasons for why they should exist and why people really want them. And I feel like they kind of occupy the same space because of them both being on handheld mobile devices originally and them having their gameplay not ported onto these mainline consoles or PC or whatever. So I want to go over them both in this video, kind of contrast about the different ways in which people want these things and see which one I guess kind of makes more sense. Only one shall win. I'll make it duke it out. I'll make it like a versus video or something. I'll discuss each one individually, my thoughts on them, and then at the end, kind of give my thoughts onto which one I want more and which one you guys want more. I held a poll with my community to see which one they wanted more, so stay tuned to the end to see what the results of that were. Firstly, let's discuss 358 Days over 2. That's how you say it. The reason people want to remake a Days is kind of obvious. When it came time to make 1.5 on the PS3 back in 2013, they decided to not do a full remake of Days when making that story available on modern consoles. They decided to just make a movie of cutscenes that were in the game and not all of them. For that fact, they left a lot of stuff out. Since it was a movie, it would have been hard to do that, and just remastered the games in the already existing Kingdom Hearts engine they had. And there was a few reasons why it made sense to do this. One, it was much quicker to do. They would have had to remake an entire game from scratch at that point to really put it onto PS3 like that. Two, the dual screens of the DS did make it a little bit harder to port over to a single screen environment. They could have easily translated a lot of those features over to a single screen, like putting the map in the corner or whatever, but there were some cool story things that they did with the dual screens that wouldn't have translated. It just wasn't practical on the PS3. And three, they got to flesh out some of the cutscenes that were just text boxes in the original. It makes sense why they did it the way they did it, but people still really want it. People have a lot of strong memories associated with playing Days on their DS back in the day. It has a very strong emotional core to its story, and I think people following that along makes it have a much more deeper impact with people. People have a lot of nostalgia for that game for that reason. I don't have as strong of a connection to it as some other people do, but of course I still have great memories playing it. A lot of people like the gameplay as well. Some people think it's a really good port of the Kingdom Hearts battle system over to a handheld, over to like a D-pad kind of device. It limits it in a lot of ways, but people still really had fun with it. I think the gameplay is fun, but there's some aspects that are flawed for me. I really do not like the panel leveling up system in that game. I think it's so stupid, so restrictive. Having items mixed with leveling up is, I can go on a whole rant about that. It is also one of the few games in the series to have an actual multiplayer mode to it. There's a cooperative mission campaign you can do that's separate from the main story where you could complete objectives in a mission. You can actually play as a lot of different characters in that mode. I never got to experience that because it's a lonely life for me. So I know there's a lot of people who are upset that Days did not get ported over into the collections. So fans have been taking it upon themselves kinda to try to remake Days. I remember back in 2016, there was a project being made by two individual fans. It was called Days HD, who was trying to remake the Days game and I think Unity or something like that. But unfortunately, Square kind of took that down. Nowadays, there is the Melon Mix of Days, which is a heavily modified version of the original game's assets with a heavily modified DS emulator. Adds a lot of cool features like a non-dual screen mode, putting the map in the corner of the screen, upscaled graphics, it looks a lot better than it did on the small screens of the original, improved cutscenes, stuff like that. It is currently being worked on. There's still some features that are missing, but it's constantly improving. There's also Days Final Mix, which is a project that aims to recreate the game in the PS2 Kingdom Hearts engine, being a mod of Kingdom Hearts 2. That one's been in development in the background, so maybe we'll see a release of that at some point too. If you want a remake of Days, that's probably what you want to see. There's also another project, Kingdom Hearts Tears, which aims to recreate the entire game from from scratch in Unreal Engine 5. That one's been in development for a while, so look out for that. Fans have been trying hard to really get a remake of this game. In fact, about a month ago at this point, there was a rumor going around Twitter and 4chan stating that there was an official Days remake being made, but it didn't really have that much legs. It provided a lot of shaky evidence to it. I didn't believe it. I didn't report on it. It really got people amped up. It really got people excited for the actual potential of this thing happening because, again, a lot of people really want this. Days has such a passionate community. I see you, Key. I know you're watching this video. I'm here to give you your daily dose of Days brain rot. And personally, I like to kind of see it too. I think it'd be cool. Don't get me wrong. I think the cutscenes that they did for the remixes are actually pretty good. I think they did a really good job of adapting that story over and fleshing it out with some more visual storytelling aside from like the text boxes they have for the original. But again, they did leave a lot of stuff out of the story. And without the gameplay there, it just really doesn't feel the same. You need that connection with Roxas and playing him and going through the story like that. You want to have that multiplayer in there that a lot of people had fun with. They can also take some time to make some necessary improvements to the game. They can have a lot more freedom of movement with it being on a console potentially, you know, with an analog stick and not just 8 different directions on a D-pad. You can have Kingdom Hearts 3 style levels with them being a lot more open and spacious with a lot more things to do, and you can have more stuff to do in the missions because of that, and you can have a lot more missions themselves because of that too. Actually having a co-op mode in the single player as well. You have your AI partner come with you for a lot of missions with Axel and Shion and stuff, but if you had your friend come along with you experiencing that story at the same time, and they could also remake all the cutscenes in Unreal Engine 5. Sorry, I think I just made a mess. It would be very cool. But do I think it'll happen? No, probably not. Because they already technically remade it with the cutscenes in 1.5. And, you know, honestly, maybe they think that's enough for them. Maybe they just see it as a story vessel to tell Roxas's backstory and they introduce you to Shion and the organization and stuff like that. And the gameplay's just kind of whatever. It would be a smaller scale project, so maybe they can get it done in like a timely manner. But still, I don't know if they want to spend the resources necessary to do that. They already have a lot going on right now. Why would they add something else to their plate? Now that we have Days out of the way, let's talk about the Key Saga. The reason people are really wanting a Union Cross remake isn't really because of the gameplay, at least from what I've seen. I think it's just because of the story. The Key Saga, Unchained Key, Union Cross, Dark Road is kind of the precursor and the setup for what's going to be happening in the next saga of games. It gives us the backstory on the Keyblade War. It tells us about the Master of Masters and the Book of Prophecies and all these other characters that are set up to be kind of important to the next saga of what Kingdom Hearts is going to be. And what makes it even better is that it doesn't exist anymore. Back in 2021, they shut down the game's servers. It took the game offline. No online features were accessible, with Dark Road's online mode shutting down a year later. They did leave a theater mode offline in the game for you to watch the cutscenes offline, but back in August of this year, they just took down the game entirely from the App Store. You can't download it anymore. So only the people who have it still on their phones can access it. No new people can access it. The only way to access the Key Saga story is on YouTube with fan translations and fan dubs. And hey, that might suffice for many people, but I do think people still want an official way for them to tell the story that is in those games. Because of how important it is to the next saga of games, a lot of people are also just very mad that an entire piece of the Kingdom Hearts story that is, again, very important to know for the future is just segmented off into another platform away from the other games. And that brings back memories of before the HD remixes, when that was a problem. They put all the Kingdom Hearts games on a bunch of different consoles that had important story elements on it, but they kind of fixed that. All the other Kingdom Hearts games are available on console in some way, shape, or form, except for the Key Saga. But man, what about back cover? It is a segment of the Kingdom Hearts Key story. It's not the full one. It doesn't count. So people are either wanting like a new game with Kingdom Hearts Key story with more traditional Kingdom Hearts gameplay in it, or just support of the cutscenes in the story, and that's it. And in my opinion, they got to do something story-wise, don't they? As I just explained, you need to know what's going on in this to really understand what's going on in the next saga of games, and they're just leaving it out. They're just leaving it out to dry. Now, I know that everyone has access to the internet and YouTube, and they can just go and understand the story that way, but you shouldn't have to do that. If you just did like a Days-style remake of the important cutscenes, combine it with back cover, because that's obviously important to make it like a combo of some sort, explaining the story, going on about what is going to be happening with the Master of Masters and the box and all that stuff, fleshing it out way more than they did in back cover, I think that would be a good way of getting that story out there. Not having these characters that are seemingly going to be playing an important role in the next saga just have like quick cameos like Ephemer and Scold and stuff. Missing Link is going to be expanding on that story, yes, but people still, I think, need that background in some way. Full-on game, I don't see it. I think they should just do another kind of day-style remake of the cutscenes, and that'll be that. Now that we're at the end here, let's compare these two remakes. Let's go back to that poll that I did. After harsh, deep deliberation, my fans concluded that Days 1. I mean, yeah. Duh. That is a game that a lot more people have nostalgia for. I think a lot of people just want to experience the story of that game in another way again. Union Cross has its fans, but since it's a mobile game, I don't think many people have that many fond memories to it. Now, which one do I want more? Yes, this is something that I've not really thought much about until making this video. I think that if anything, I would want a Days remake more because, again, I do have more nostalgia for that, and I think there's a lot more cool opportunities for improving the gameplay in that game. But I do think the story in Union Cross really needs an updated official version that is very clear on what's going to be happening in the next saga of games. So yeah, either one would be fine with me, but I guess if I had to choose one, it would be Days. Will I think Square Enix do either of them? I don't see it. They're probably focused on the future right now with Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link, and that has some connections to the past. Yes, especially with Union Cross. You know, they might need to get that story ported in some way, shape, or form. I don't see them doing a full-on remake of either of these games. I think they're just gonna focus on going forward for right now. Plus, they'd be smaller scale projects, and I don't know if Square Enix would think they'd be worth it. Just do a theater mode of Union Cross on consoles. You know, that would be kind of a cool thing in my opinion. I think people would be sufficed with that if they did that. Just watch Damo's fan dub for right now if you really need to know the story. And there are also several projects going on nowadays to remake Days. So if you're really itching for a remake of Days, just wait for those to come along. Play Remakes in the meantime. Nah, but for real though, Recoded needs a remake. Well, we're not ready to have that conversation now, aren't we? But hey, that's just my opinion, dude. We are now on day 1074. 1074, woohoo! Since the initial reveal trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link back on April 10th, 2022. Feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? We've all been through stuff. It feels so long ago, but yet not too far away at the same time. We've been sitting here patiently waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. We've been getting some news updates about Missing Link. We've had a beta. We've had a few more trailers come out, but that game is being just as mysterious, if not more. And I think the community is just kind of getting fed up with it at this point. I've been seeing tweets throughout the entire wait saying, hey, when's it gonna be coming back? When's it gonna be coming back? Helpful, fun discussion at first, but now it's getting to the point of just like, what the fuck, dude? But what if I told you this is not a new thing? In fact, this has been a problem for quite a while. Not just with Kingdom Hearts 4, not just with the Kingdom Hearts series, but with Square Enix in general. Square Enix has a fun habit, if you will, of announcing games right when they start development. The moment someone even mentions the name, they go ahead, make a pre-rendered CGI trailer of what they think the game might be, put it out to the public, and then just go silent for years and years on end, endlessly waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a legendary game way before it was even announced in 2013. The wait between Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2006 and the announcement in 2013 was about 7 years. People didn't care about these other games that were coming out on these handheld systems at the time. They were good games, yes, but to the general public, it was just annoying. The general public only cared about where's Kingdom Hearts 3, where's Kingdom Hearts 3. It was kind of like Half-Life 3 in the sense of one of those games that like seemed to never come out. But when it got announced in 2013, people were excited. People were hyped. We're ready to finally have this legendary game in our laps, now in development. No release date given, not even a hint of when it was going to come out. They were telling you the truth right in that statement. Now in development. That trailer was only a concept trailer to show you what the game might be. Get used to hearing that. We got another trailer in 2013, and basically every year we only got like one Kingdom Hearts trailer, either at E3 or D23. They also had to switch engines deep in development from Luminous, which was causing them a lot of problems at the time, to Unreal Engine 4. We would be waiting months and months and years for just a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. We did have some interviews with Nomura in the meantime. We also had 2.5 releasing and the Key Saga going on at the same time and the eventual release of 2.8. Kind of like living in Candyland compared to this. But the meme did persist of when's Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, when's Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out. Then it finally did, and the rest is history. Kingdom Hearts 4 has had one piece of media for its entire development, that being the initial reveal trailer almost 3 years ago, which, you guessed it, is a concept trailer showing what the game might look like, not running on the game's final engine. It's running on Unreal Engine 4 instead of the game's Unreal Engine 5. We had one interview with Nomura in Game Informer, we had Rest in Peace, and some other offhand comments from Nomura in another interview. And that's been it. That's all he fucking row. Missing Link has had a private closed beta, a new trailer drop with another beta, and then another beta on top of that, a massive delay, and yeah, that's where we're at on that too. But hey, they said pre-registration is starting soon. That was 9 months ago, yes, but you know, soon is a relative term. That's putting it very briefly though. If you want the full details on that, check out my Curious Case of Missing Link video. But those are just the Kingdom Hearts examples. These other games, oh boy. Final Fantasy 15, the most infamous example of this, or should I say, Versus 13. Right after Kingdom Hearts 2 was finished, Nomura went on to work on this game that was part of the Fabula Nova Crystallis, the shared universe of games for Final Fantasy 13 that didn't really work out. The game was to be Final Fantasy Versus 13. He came up with the concept and the characters, made a pre-rendered trailer. Nomura's whole life is pre-rendered. He showed it off at TGS 2006, and then we heard nothing from it for like 3 years. Oh god, no. Square Enix staff members would be constantly asked in interviews about Versus 13, and they would continually say, we're working on it, it's coming, it's in development. We got one new trailer for it in 2009, and then after that, it basically became vaporware. That was until 2012 when they saw the PlayStation 4 and its specs, and they realized that the things that they were planning for this game were actually much bigger than they could for like a spin-off title, so they decided to make it a full-on numbered Final Fantasy, and that's when it transitioned over to Final Fantasy 15. The renaming was announced alongside Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2013, and we got some sporadic updates here and there. Then they gave them more of the boot. I think he was getting a little bit too ambitious with this title, and they wanted him working on Kingdom Hearts 3. They got Tabata as director on the title, and it eventually came out in 2016, a heavily revised version of what the original vision was from 10 years prior, one of the longest still in history. Final Fantasy 13 is kind of a similar case, but not really, only about 3.5 years. It was announced in 2006 alongside the release of the PlayStation 3, and they had started development 2 years before. I'm guessing they were planning for a little bit smoother of a development process on that, but it turns out that working on HD consoles is a bitch, and the engine that they made for this game was also a bitch. It took longer to make than expected, and they also had to make it for the Xbox 360 to recoup the enormous cost that they had sunk into this thing. Still took about 3.5 years from announcement to release. Dragon Quest 12. It's a game. That exists. I don't know that for sure, though. Don't quote me on that. Dragon Quest 12, The Flames of Fate, was announced in 2021. They showed a pre-rendered trailer that told us nothing about the game, really, at all. We have heard zilch about the game since. Absolutely nothing. They honestly have it worse than us Kingdom Hearts fans. At least we have a trailer showing some kind of gameplay, even if it's not real. All we really know is that there's been some turnover in the Dragon Quest camp, and with the death of Toriyama and how involved he was in the series, it's kind of in an awkward position. Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's another game that was hyped beyond belief before it was even announced. There was a PS3 tech demo of it that made people really want a remake of this game, and 10 years later, they finally announced that they were making it. They announced it with another pre-rendered trailer. They revealed some gameplay in 2015. They were working with an external developer, CyberConnect 2, on the combat for the game, but they kicked them off eventually, so that's a lot of things back. They were also getting so ambitious with this game that they had to split it up into 3 parts, and the first part was taking so much time in of itself. Took about 5 years from announcement to release. 5 agonizing. So if you ever wondered why being a Square Enix fan is so frustrating, it's because they've just been announcing these games right when they start development. There's no one specific reason, but I have a few theories. Theory number 1 is that it gets ahead of leaks. Leaks in the gaming industry are very prevalent. They're kind of like a fact of life. Any big game will probably get leaked by word of mouth or someone in the company wanting to leak information for money or clout. So to not ruin the surprise and have them do it on their terms, they announce the games as early as they can. Square Enix likes to do big reveals for their stuff, so maybe they want to keep it under control to have that big surprise. Theory number 2 is that it helps with sales, because each game that I've shown to you today has had multiple millions of copies sold. Even in the first week, they can sell millions and millions of copies. And a lot of that is drawn from just the hype cycle. These games become legendary over time. They become larger than life. So everyone's like, okay, I gotta see what all the hullabaloo is about at this point. Why did it take so long to come out? I gotta see how amazing this game's gotta be for it being 10 years in development. But it doesn't equal out the development costs sometimes, because Square Enix likes to invest money into their RPGs, let me tell you what. Theory number 3 is that it helps the stock price. Shareholders like to be in the know about what games are being made and when they're coming out. And especially for a company that takes so long to make games like Square Enix and how big of an investment they make into their projects, I think shareholders would like to know that they're working on this stuff. It keeps the stock price high, and therefore they want to announce it early. One common denominator that I found is that most of them involve Nomura in some way. If he's not the director or the producer, he pushes the boundaries with whatever he tries to do. I love the man, but there is a common denominator among this. Now that we have the context out of the way, let's have a discussion. Is this a good thing? No, I hate it. I'm the kind of guy that wants to see what a game is and not what it might be. And when you announce these games super early, you have to show concept footage because you don't have enough stuff done yet to where you can actually show what the game will be. You're still in the early phases of figuring out what exactly that is. So it builds false expectations of what the game is going to be. It also just draws the wait out so long. It makes the wait for it so excruciating. I like knowing that it's in development, but I would much rather like knowing it's in development for a shorter time and have to wait a shorter time, even if it takes longer behind the scenes. I would just like a shorter wait in the public, that's all. And what makes it so much more infuriating is that games just keep on getting longer and longer to make, especially these big ass RPGs that Square Enix are wanting to make. And it's gonna keep on getting that way if they push it. So it's just gonna keep on getting worse from here on out if they keep announcing it this early. Final Fantasy 16 is the perfect example of what they should be doing. That game's first trailer was not a pre-rendered thing. It was in-game footage, and they actually had stuff to show at that point because they've been working on it for a little bit. They gave some sporadic updates throughout the years, but it wasn't too long in between. They gave us fairly regular updates in comparison to what we get now. They even put out a demo for it right before it came out, which was kind of cool. It was a little under 3 years from announcement to release, and I know that you can't predict what happens in game development, but they did wait until they actually had something to show for that game. I would love for them to just do that in the future. That'd be perfect. Square Enix aren't the only one that does this. Pretty much all gaming companies, if they have a major franchise, if a game starts development, they announce it right there. But Square Enix are just the biggest culprits of this, and I just wish they would stop. It's making the hype around everything Square Enix just so infuriating. I used to think it was exciting that we got an early glimpse into what people were working on, but games just take so long to make nowadays, and they just draw the wait out for so long because of it, and it's just not fun anymore. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm a YouTuber. I talk about information about games on the internet, so when there isn't any, I guess I go a little bit cranky, and it makes it a little bit worse for me than it would be for you. I don't know. But hey, the game sells millions of copies, so what do I know? Kingdom Hearts 4 has a secret weapon, and that is how good the game is going to look. When the reveal trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 was shown back at the 20th anniversary event for Kingdom Hearts in April of 2022, the thing that really stood out to most people was not only how the game looks different, but how good it actually looks. At least when you compare it to what came before with Kingdom Hearts 3. The style for Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be more grounded in a more realistic style because this game is going to be taking place in an alternate universe with a city called Quadratum based off Tokyo. Because of that, they went more in line with a more realistic style, not the majorly cartoony kind of Disney look. And Sora's new model is definitely an example of that. Basically being a real-life translation of what Sora would look like. Strelitzia, which is a little bit more of kind of cartoony, but she's still based in that realistic style. And the big Heartless that is shown in the trailer has a more realistic tone. When I first saw this, I was first like, whoa, this is Kingdom Hearts? This is Kingdom Hearts? Because it's definitely a bold new direction for the series. They haven't really done something like this before. They've done it with like the Pirates worlds in the past, but Sora, Donald, and Goofy still retain their cartoony style. And secondly, wow, this looks really good. I know a lot of people have mixed reactions to it, but I think it's a cool new direction that they're going towards, and I think it could lead to a lot of interesting possibilities. Plus, that cartoony style is going to still be there with Donald and Goofy still searching for Sora. But little did we know that this game, it's gonna look even better than that. Taizoi, the producer of Kingdom Hearts 4, came out to say that the trailer we saw for Kingdom Hearts 4 was made using Unreal Engine 4, the engine that Kingdom Hearts 3 had used. But the final game that we will end up getting will be using Unreal Engine 5 as its basis. Now, when you first hear, oh, we're gonna be switching engines for this game, that might worry some people, and it may be understandable because for Kingdom Hearts 3, that game was originally running on the Luminous engine with a special Kingdom Shader variant of it until it switched over to Unreal Engine 4 because they were having problems with the Luminous engine, and a lot of people might be concerned when they hear that. But there doesn't seem to be an indication that this was kind of a big last-minute decision. They were upfront saying, hey, this is just some concept footage that we're showing off in Unreal Engine 4 about what the game might be like, and they probably did use it early on to test and prototype the game, but I'm guessing it was in the cards for them to use Unreal Engine 5. There's no indication that this was a major disruption last minute and they were switching engines because they had to, so probably not a major disruption like you're thinking it is. But the fact that it's using Unreal Engine 5 is very, very exciting to me. The Kingdom Hearts games can now have ray tracing, and very good ones at that. I'm not a game developer, so I'm not the best at explaining this kind of things, but you probably heard that buzzword ray tracing a lot, and basically what it is that it's a more natural form of lighting for a game scene where actual light bounces off of different objects and gets absorbed in different ways by different objects as well. Unlike regular game lighting, which is already baked in and it's already predetermined of what it's already going to be, so it's kind of flat. It lets you create really pretty environments and also very custom environments as well. well, because you could assign different absorption values and reflection values to objects to really create a beautiful scene. This excites me because this is the technology that Disney uses for their animated movies. They've had it for a while now, you know, because they've had pretty advanced rendering computers that can handle this kind of stuff. Consumer technology is kind of finally catching up to that ray tracing capabilities. It's on a lot of hardware now, PS5, Xbox Series X. I think the Switch 2 has it to some degree. But that's the reason Disney movies and Pixar movies look so beautiful, because of those ray tracing and those advanced techniques of which they can use the lighting in those scenes. Unreal Engine 4 could use ray tracing, but Unreal Engine 5 has this thing called nanite. And this is kind of a little bit over my head, but it's a more advanced way of rendering polygons to have a much more detailed scene. So while Kingdom Hearts 4 might not get exactly to where a Disney movie might be, it can get pretty damn close with those technologies. So this time around, you may actually feel like you're playing a real-time rendered Disney movie, like you could see in the theaters. Nomura has stated that there will be Disney worlds in this game. There may be few of them, but they still will be there. Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 70% of the way there. If they just had those extra technologies, they would have been able to achieve something like that. Now they can, and I think it's going to be amazing. He even said in that quote that the reason they're doing less Disney worlds is because they can do more with a smaller amount. That is assuming they're going to be using the animated movies as a basis for the worlds. They may go down the route of the live action movies as basis for these worlds, since we're in a more realistic environment, and they did tease Star Wars in that reveal trailer. In that case too, we still be getting a really awesome experience. Let's start using Quadratum as an example, because we know for sure we're going to be there. If you've ever played the Matrix Unreal Engine 5 demo, that thing blows your mind almost. The models in the game look pretty damn close to the actual real life actors, and if you do the zoom out tech demo of the world and city and see how detailed everything is with how wide of a space that they have to explore, bruh. Kingdom Hearts 4 is not going for that exact style, of course, but to see the amount of detail that they were to put into a city, that's what you might be able to expect from Kingdom Hearts 4. Exploring the entire city might be too big of an ask, but you know, the area that we'd be able to explore and interact with in Quadratum will be very exciting. And if they go down the live action route of exploring worlds in this game, then that would be a very close representation of what you see on the movie screen too, because of how realistic that other stuff looked too. Especially for Star Wars, a Star Wars Kingdom Hearts world with the Unreal Engine 5, with all those physics and all the lighting, it's just, oh, if they reveal Star Wars for Kingdom Hearts, man, I might blow up. You may have your opinions on the live action movies. I'm not the biggest fans of them myself either, but I do think that exploring worlds like Atlantica with the modern Little Mermaid remake and having all of those characters and all those physics, ooh, that would look so pretty. And also going back to Pride Lands with Lion King, that's not technically a live action movie, but that's kind of how they try to market it. That would be very cool as well. Seeing a realistic Sora lion, I don't know, that might be kind of weird, but it looked great. They could do some exploring of Marvel characters or MCU kind of stuff. I know that's a bit controversial with some people, but I do think if they were to do something like maybe like Spider-Man world or a Thor focused one, you know, with how he has the melee attacks and all that stuff, similar to a Keyblade, or maybe like an X-Men kind of thing, because Disney owns that now, and that's where they're going towards the whole mutant saga and all that stuff. It may be hard to do that though, because the actors' likenesses are very, very expensive, and as we saw with Marvel's Avengers, which was also published by Square Enix, they had some trouble getting those licenses, and they had to go with like cheap lookalikes, and people didn't like that, so they may have to go about it in a creative way, but you know, that opens the door for that. Having said all that, I know that graphics aren't the most important aspect of this game. Obviously, that's going to be the gameplay and how fun it is to play. But this is just something that personally excites me, how good the game is going to look when we finally get to see it back. I mean, hopefully it is. I mean, hopefully they didn't screw the game up at all and they made it look ugly. Let's pray. But they're professionals. They know how to make something good. And if it's anything like they showed us in that first trailer, it's going to be pretty freaking exciting. And it's something that a lot of people are going to be talking about when the game eventually comes back. All right, guys. Missing Link is canceled. It's been official. Here's the announcement that they made on their Twitter. We have made a decision to cancel the development of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. We wish to convey our heartfelt apologies to everyone who was looking forward to the start of the service. Although we worked hard on developing and adjusting the game and hoped that it would be enjoyed by lots of players, we determined that it would be difficult for us to offer a service that players would find satisfactory over a long period of time, leading us to the decision to cancel development. We would like to take this opportunity to express our thanks to everyone who gave their support and assistance with multiple closed beta tests. We are truly sorry to make this announcement. The Kingdom Hearts series will continue. We're hard at work at Kingdom Hearts 4, and I hope you'll continue to support the series as you keep an eye out for further updates. So there it is. They just ripped off the Band-Aid. They put it out of its misery. Seems like this thing was in a bad state, a rough state for a long time. It was getting delay after delay after delay. And I guess they determined that it wasn't worth continuing. And
if this was the best decision going forward, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it was best for it to have this game get canceled, so maybe they could put all their focus on Kingdom Hearts 4 and they can continue working on that game, put their full focus on that, and have it be the best game it can be. I would much rather have that than maybe take this time of development away from Kingdom Hearts 4, have them put their focus on something that's not really working out. So maybe this is a good thing in the end, but I'm very disappointed because I just wanted to see this thing come out, man, because, you know, the development history of this game was so weird, so strange, and I really, really wanted it to just come out, because I had a lot of fun ideas for like content and stuff like that for the game and fun things that I wanted to do with it. Can't do that anymore, and you know, that sucks. And you know, it would just been so satisfactory just to see it come out because of just the craziness of it. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. I guess we're just gonna be moving on to fully focusing on Kingdom Hearts 4 now. Nothing really we can really do about it now. Maybe we'll get the full story one day of why this didn't happen, and I'm really interested to see what that might be. So yeah, this is truly kind of dark times for Kingdom Hearts. I think this might be the lowest point right here, and we may be waiting a long time to come for some more Kingdom Hearts stuff. This might be the breaking point for some people, and I understand that. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know what's going on. We will still be going on with Kingdom Hearts regardless. Like I said here, they're still developing Kingdom Hearts 4, and yeah. But hey, at least they're being communicative. That's the best part about this. They're telling us what's going on instead of just not saying anything. So thanks for that. Hope you have a good day. Oh my God. It's finally here. I can finally say it's here. Kingdom Hearts 4 is back. And oh boy, it's so good to see it back. The screenshots that you're seeing on your screen right now are official from Square Enix. They just dropped them a few minutes ago. I'm guessing as a consolation for them just canceling Missing Link outright, kind of what they had to do. There's also a message alongside it stating that, to our Kingdom Hearts community, we are currently working hard on Kingdom Hearts 4 and will continue pouring ourselves into the game's development. We're dedicated to making this an experience that lives up to your expectations. We've seen how excited you are, and we are truly grateful from the bottom of our hearts. We are equally excited and cannot wait to share more about Kingdom Hearts 4 when the time is right. Until then, we appreciate your patience. As you can see here, it's kind of a compilation of different screenshots into one. Let's take each one individually, kind of look at it, see what it shows us. It feels so good to say that. The first screenshot we have is obviously from some combat that's taking place in the middle of Quadratum here. And the first thing that kind of stands out to me is the designs of this Heartless right here, because if you look at the Heartless at the bottom of the screen there, they're obviously recognizable as Heartless, but they take on a much more humanoid design. And it's not one that I think we've seen before. You know, I think, you know, they've had a similar one with the larger kind of version of the regular Heartless. But again, this is definitely more of a humanoid form here. And I guess since we're in a more realistic environment, and maybe they're taking the hearts of regular people, that is what is left behind, and so maybe they've had to adjust the design for that. But it's really weird, it's really creepy. It's kind of weirded me out. We also see some other designs in the back there. We see what seems to be Heartless with shield-like coverings there. Maybe that's part of their body or like their hands or something, or maybe it's just kind of the shielding that they have. Maybe it's a new type of enemy, not really sure. Definitely something that is a new design, and I think it's kind of cool looking. And yeah, it seems like we're gonna have some combat in the middle of Quadratum here. There seems to be some weird stuff going on with all that, but Sora's gonna be here to stop it with his whatever Keyblade transformation he's got going on there. He's obviously riding the chain of the Keyblade transformation here, and maybe he's using that to ride around and attack all the enemies. That's just my guess, but it doesn't say what the name of this Keyblade transformation is and what it does exactly, so anyone's guess. Next is another version of that combat screenshot, which was only posted on the Japanese account for some reason. Features all the same enemies, but you can see that the shielded Heartless is charging up their shields for that one in the middle right there. So this is gonna be like maybe like a charge attack kind of enemy, kind of similar to maybe like a big boy in the main games. Again, can't really tell anything else besides that. We got a lot of street signs, A lot of different buildings going on. Maybe this is like an open world. Maybe this is the open world version of Quadratum that we can explore a little bit. I haven't really gone into much detail about that, about how Quadratum exactly works, but we know that there's going to be some kind of like job system and home system in this game, and maybe you can do some exploring around Quadratum and helping people out like that. Next up, we have Strelitzia, and we get to see the full girth of Unreal Engine 5 right here. If you remember the trailer that we saw 3 years ago at this point, oh my god, was using Unreal Engine 4, and the final game is using Unreal Engine 5. Here we get to see that in its full glory, and look at the difference, man. Look at the upgrade. That is a big upgrade right there. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy this is back. Next up is a phone, like a rotary phone. It's a very pretty looking phone in the Unreal Engine 5 engine right there. I'm guessing there's a reason they showed us this. It's probably gonna have some significance. So make sure you remember how this phone looks, because it's gonna be very important later on. Next one features Mickey Mouse and a library looking like here, and we do know that the other universe characters, like Mickey, Donald, Goofy, all those people, are going to be involved in this some way too, because that was shown off in the trailer as well. This may be the library in Scarlet Kylum, you know, the one that we saw in Kingdom Hearts 3, them playing in, and also like Dark Road, all that stuff, Young Master Ericus, Young Master Xehanort. Maybe this is that, or maybe it's something else entirely. You know, it still kind of looks realistic, so maybe we're going to have Mickey Mouse. This mouse of a character is going to be his same self in like the Quadratum universe. That would be very interesting to see. I can't really tell from this exactly. It seems like they're doing some puzzle exploration in the screenshot, so that's just my speculation though. Who knows? Next up is the big dark side enemy that we saw in the first trailer. Maybe this is a different reworked version of that battle. It definitely looks different. It's very dark. It's getting hit with some sort of light beam attack of some sort, and yeah. Cool. Next is a very interesting one, because I can't really tell what's going on here. So I can tell that they are in the middle of the streets of Quadratum, and there's some big light in the distance that's causing some commotion, and there's been some particles fading off of that. Sora's looking at that, and I don't really know what this could be necessarily. Maybe it's like an entrance of someone into Quadratum, someone from the other universe entering Quadratum, and they make like a big spectacle or something. Maybe this is a attack of some different enemy, but there's a lot of light in there, so that would be an interesting attack if that's the case, you know, if they're having all the Heartless and stuff. And yeah, I really don't know what this could be. If there's someone who notices something that I don't in this screenshot and would like to let me know about it, tell me down in the comments. I would like to hear what you have to say. Next is another look at my boy Sora, and oh my boy! I miss you! I miss you! But there you have it. Kingdom Hearts is finally had some life. It's so good to actually have something I can use in the thumbnail that's not that damn Sora face. Overall, I think it looks great. I think it's great to see that it's finally back, and they are making that transition to Unreal Engine 5, and those screenshots make it seem like it's doing wonders for this game. I will say that you've probably noticed it too, that the combat screenshots don't exactly look like the highest quality thing in the world, and I do think that is because, you know, there's more stuff going on in the scene. They can't put as much detail into like a combat scene as they would in like a cutscene or something like that, and so that's a little bit more understandable. You know, it does kind of look similar to Kingdom Hearts 3 a little bit, but maybe that's just my eye seeing that. But they actually said something. That's amazing. I am so happy that we finally get to know that this game is still alive after 3 years. I wish it was a trailer. You know, we all wish it was really a trailer. But at this point, I take anything, and this is something, so I'll take it. Like they said in that message right there, the game is still alive. It is not dead, but we may have to wait a little bit longer for us to see something else when they're fully ready to show it. And now that we know that it's actually alive and they're actually being communicative about it, I'm fine with that. Good. Thank you. Thank you for being communicative with your audience. I very much appreciate that. What that next event might be, I don't know. Maybe it's Summer Games Fest, because they are, you know, actually willing to show something for the game now, and they may be, since they're cutting out Missing Link altogether, they are putting all their focus into Kingdom Hearts 4, and they will be ready to show something at that point. But that's a few weeks away, and the way that they worded it in this tweet makes it seem like it's not that likely. You know, they're just setting people this expectation, saying, hey, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for a trailer for this. And usually that doesn't mean, oh, it's gonna be a few weeks away. So I'm not expecting it there. I do think that it would be nice if it showed up there. It'd be the biggest stage for it. But if they had to do something else on their own to really show it off, I think that that would be a good thing as well. Like a Square Enix Presents or something like that. But now that I know what's actually going on, I am not going to be, you know, screaming like, hey, where's the Kingdom Hearts news? Because we got it. The monkey paw did unfurl a little bit, but there was a consolation prize with it. So thankful for that. Kingdom Hearts 4 is not dead. That's the lesson we should take from this. And maybe having some exciting stuff happening in the future. Kingdom Hearts games have titles, unfortunately. It's kind of a meme that Kingdom Hearts games have a little bit of wacky titles that people have a hard time understanding. They involve math for some reason, and you have to have a deep understanding of the lore and intricacies of this series to understand what they're talking about. Fans of the series, we love these things, but have they ever been ranked before? I don't think so. I'm gonna change that today. I'm gonna be making a Kingdom Hearts game title tier list. This is gonna be a very serious ranking where we are going to take everything into consideration and not fool around because this is very serious. I just wanna have a little fun kind of ranking these titles. So yeah, let's go. Kingdom Hearts. It's a cute title, isn't it? It brings thoughts of whimsy. It brings thoughts of excitement. You know, it's a very kind of Disney-esque title there. It kind of fits with the fantasy meets Disney theme and the messages about hearts and all that stuff. Kingdom Hearts is obviously a thing in the game, but when it comes to the branding of it, I think it is a perfect title. It just brings thoughts of whimsy, doesn't it? Brings thoughts of excitement, enchantment, other cool adjectives I can think of maybe in post and can list them here. It does its job and it does its job well. So that is gonna be going in the A tier. Final Mix also counts in here as well. It's just a cool little bonus because we know Square Enix is good at doing final things. You know, they whenever they say something's final, it is the last one. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. It's a cool title. I agree, the AC just turned on. I don't know if it's just that I've been desensitized to it over the years or something, but you know, when I read this title, it's just Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This is just really a me thing, but it doesn't stand out to me personally. Weird that they didn't involve like the cards or anything in the title. I think that would have been a cool thing, like Kingdom Hearts f***ed you with cards. What they should have called it actually. But yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't stand out to me. That is gonna go in the C tier, along with Chain of Memories. Is a very infectious disease. It's unfortunately spread to the Final Fantasy series, so make sure you're protected. Also, by the way, you are correct. Nomura is currently in your walls. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Lies!
The third game in the series. And they call it Kingdom Hearts 2. This is where the confusion started. You should have called Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Kingdom Hearts 2 Chain of Memories. Would have made things a lot more simpler, and honestly, the title's a lot more funnier. Kingdom Hearts 13 3. I mean, they kind of did that with Final Fantasy, so it would have made sense. And it's gonna go into the F tier for failure to tell the truth. Get in there, Final Mix. What am I doing with my life? Kingdom Hearts Coded. Where's the pizzazz? Yes, it's cute that it's called Coded because it is dealing with computers and simulations and things like that, but where's the whimsy? Where's the fantastical, magical, spectacular me when I go to Disney World? This is so Kingdom Hearts coded. Is that even a phrase anymore? Did we retire that phrase? I remember that like 2021 or something. I don't know, I'm a 25-year-old man. I'm nearing the retirement age for the internet, unfortunately. D tier. And you know what? Recoded, I'm gonna put in C tier because that puts some whimsy to it. Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2.
That's how you say it.
You can deny it all you want, but I'm right. Look at this commercial.
Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2.
I was right. I was right. Ugh. Celsius, sponsor me. Celsius, sponsor this dude. It's 179, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. I love this title because, one, I get to correct people when they're wrong. But it's actually 358 over 2 days. No, shut up, David. And also, it's just because this is where it really started to get wacky and fun. This was really when it became like a meme of, wow, these titles are kind of crazy. And for that reason, I'm going to put it in A tier because I just love it so much. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Isn't this crazy how this is like low-key a spoiler for the game. Obviously, Ventus is in a sleep, and Terra's soul is in a sleep, you could say, and the rescue of the Wayfinder trio is called the Birth by Sleep. It's not very clear when you first read it that it's a spoiler, but it's very clear after. It's like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Like, I don't think you're supposed to say that he's supposed to be returning. Whoops. B tier. Because it's BBS. Or Bubbus, as I like to call it. Get in there, Final Mix. I actually put the Final Mix version in there first. Shut up. Kingdom Hearts 3D, Dream Drop Distance. The puns. The puns, guys. We love puns. I love puns on this channel. You love puns. You love puns because you've played this game. You've played this game, so you love the pun. I didn't even realize it was a pun until like years later, and I was just thinking about it for a second. I was like, oh. Yeah, I think it's cute that kind of plays with the 3D aspect of it, Dream Drop Distance. It not only fits with the story, but the game plays well with the drop mechanic. Even though the drop mechanic sucks, don't argue with me on that. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in... I'll put it in B tier. I could put it in D tier, but... You know, we're gonna put it in D tier, since we're doing puns today. This bird will not shut up. Can you please stop? I understand that you like the puns that Nomura puts into the Kingdom Hearts games, but I'm the one talking about it, not you. Kingdom Hearts key. Yeah. What about it? I got a Kingdom Hearts key. Actually, I got 2 Kingdom Hearts keys. What's so special about you? Dax has like 6 or something, doesn't he? Hold on, let me ask. Let me send him a DM. Brief pause to ask Dax how many things he has. Response coming at some point in the future of this video. Stay tuned.
He has 9, he told me.
But yeah, it's a kind of simple title, but it does its job. I like it. It's simple. It does its job. It's dependable. C tier. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Better title. You know, it actually incorporates the unions and stuff in the game and how they're kind of fighting and kind of going to each other. I think it plays more into the plot of the game with this title, and so I think it's better than just Kingdom Hearts Key. So I'm gonna put that in B tier. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage. Yes! We made it! The GOAT! The game that is in the package, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. That's going straight in S tier. Let's go. Let's go. I love it because it's so ridiculous. I know that is, people kind of hate it for that reason, but I personally love it because it just goes all out and wacky, and I love it when Kingdom Hearts does that. I'm sorry. And I just love it when Kingdom Hearts does that. I think that whenever they just embrace the campiness that's going on in Kingdom Hearts, it's really, really great. Kingdom Hearts 3, another this game is the I forget what number entry this is. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 16th overall game in the series if you count the HD remixes and re-releases. And you're calling it 3. This is why people hate Kingdom Hearts, guys. F tier for lies. They don't have Remind on here. Don't count that. Don't mention that. Union Cross Dark Road, a combo pack. 2 games for the price of free, plus microtransactions and gotcha elements. What a deal! I could put it in the same tier as just regular Union Cross. Cool name with a nice little hint to what's going on in the story.
Can you tell I didn't want to talk about these?
Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. This one's so cute. I really like how for the rhythm game, they went with the mom subtitle. Low-key making people theorize this has something to do with Master of Masters in some weird way, but you know, Nomura's just like that. I just think it's a really cute game in general, okay? It's cute. It's cute. I'm an adult. That just means I like something. A tier. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. I mean, I should honestly put this in S tier because of how accurate the title is. I don't think a Kingdom Hearts title has ever been more accurate than this. It's not even been 2 weeks as I'm recording this video since this game got canceled. Maybe that would sting a little bit. Okay, it's going in S tier. My God, I'm gonna get canceled for this. Kingdom Hearts 4, Square, stop lying to your audience. F tier. Please understand that this is just a joke. I swear, Nuance is dead. Someone's gonna take this so seriously. Don't share this tier list out of context because someone's gonna cancel me on Twitter. There were some of the original lists that weren't on there, but I want to talk about it anyway, so let's go. Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. I've been unchained! I've been unchained! Kingdom Hearts Key back cover. Mid. Kingdom Hearts VCast S tier every day, bro. And Kingdom Hearts 358 Days over to Magical Puzzle Clash. I mean, come on. Yeah, I just want to have a little fun with this. It's not a series ranking at all, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Kingdom Hearts games in one sentence. Kingdom Hearts 1. Disney boy goes Hiya! Chain of Memories. Do you want to
Want to pick a card? Kingdom Hearts V-Cast. No, you didn't dream this. Kingdom Hearts 2. Based. Goated. Even. Chain of Memories. Any card, man. Any card. Coded. Bugs. F*** 'em. 358 Days over 2. That was my favorite character, you bastard! Days Puzzle Clash. The original Kingdom Hearts Jewels. Birth by Sleep. Oh, cool, another game with rocks. What? Recoded. Those bugs can get Dream Drop Distance. We will never sleep, cause sleep is for the weak. HD 1.5 Remix. Don't touch Sora's spiky hair, it's in high definition now. Pokia. HD 2.5 Remix. Goated. Based. Even. Kingdom Hearts Key. This game walked so they could run. Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. You get a medal, and you get a medal.
Long as you play the boss.
0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage. Kingdom Hearts Ground Zeroes. Back cover. HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. This is the stupidest name ever, but also the greatest one ever made. Kingdom Hearts VR Experience. Axel's in my face! What? Kingdom Hearts 3. Everybody ride the teacups, let's go! Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. Kingdom Hearts 3 Behind the Music. Melody of Memory. I know what happened, Daddy. I have the
Music in me.
Missing Link. A missing software report was filed at 4:32 on August 5th, 2024 by the Missing Software Association. Kingdom Hearts 4. 4 referring to the amount of lifetimes you'll have to wait for this game. So, this is Kingdom Hearts now. This is how we operate now. Ugh, okay. I really don't like doing this, like at all. I guess this is what we have to do now. Whoops. How's the Kingdom Hearts community feeling after this week, huh? Are you feeling cool? Are you feeling all right? Yeah, what a week in gaming it has been. Last week was the not E3 season, as we're calling it now, because the E3 is dead, and they're trying to call it Summer Games Fest for the whole thing, but that's really just for that one live stream. But it really did feel this time around that we were in an E3 kind of environment, because most of the major players, except for Nintendo, because they had the Switch 2 launch going on, had events going on to show us their upcoming slate. And overall, this week I think was cool. I think we gave it like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. They didn't show a lot of gameplay, as per usual, and that's starting to get very annoying right there. I'm getting tired of that. And also, there's just a lot of filler in between as well. You know, this was a very much an industry-focused event, not really a hype-focused event. But of course, you know, since Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise, and that's what I mainly talk about in here, I was really expecting to see something about that this week. Kingdom Hearts was being active again. They posted the screenshots and they were making small little tweets here and there, celebrating some stuff. Logically speaking, Kingdom Hearts 4 would be the next major game in the Square Enix lineup because of, you know, development-wise it's been further in. And so it was kind of getting combined together to think like, ooh, maybe it might be there. I was kind of like 50-50 on it. But it was not just us either. You know, we had Final Fantasy fans, Dragon Quest fans, we had Halo, Banjo-Kazooie, Jak and Daxter, Half-Life fans. Oh, Half-Life fans, those people are crazy. Let me tell you what. Everyone was expecting their game to be there. And so the events came and they went. Nothing. Not even a mention, not even a word about it at all. Was of course disappointing. I guess my half-empty side won out this case. Pessimism has its benefits sometimes. The Kingdom Hearts doomer was right. Oh no, since they said when the time is right, that didn't mean right now. And yeah, that's my prediction kind of came true on that. But don't worry, Square Enix was there. They had a presence there. Oh boy, did they. They had an Among Us style game for YouTubers. Remember how Square Enix was listed among the partners for the Summer Games Fest Showcase? Yeah, it was for a game that they were publishing called Killer Inn, which is basically an Among Us style game for YouTubers and friends to play with and solving mysteries and stuff. That was the only game they showed there. Square Enix fans in general were not fans of that. Not just Kingdom Hearts fans, but Dragon Quest fans, Final Fantasy fans, we were all together in unison to say, what? Crash outs were aplenty. Let me tell you what, I had a crash out of my own. I'm still so befuddled as to why they announced this game so early, man. Why did you do that? What's going on with this game? Like, is everything okay? Is it okay over at Square Enix? Are you good? They did show up again at the Xbox Showcase to announce 7 Remake and 16 coming to Xbox. That logo gave me a jump scare, let me tell you what. The wait is almost over.
Wait.
But after all this, it kind of made me realize two things. One, those screenshots were only dropped because Missing Link got canceled. It was a consolation prize and nothing else, to show that Kingdom Hearts was not dead. And the second thing I realized is that this is gonna take a while. I think we're gonna be in it for at least a little while longer. It is
Not fun, obviously. And there's reasons for this happening. I think the main reason it's happening is because of the restructuring that's going on at Square Enix right now. Around the time that Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced, a lot of new executives and new management came in at Square Enix, and they started changing things up all over the place. They've restructured their studios. They've changed their development pipeline plans. They're not focusing on like mobile schlop anymore. They're focusing on a little bit more bigger titles that more people will have their eyes on, and you know, they can put more attention into now that they're not doing that mobile game stuff. This might be the thing that Tetsuya Nomura was referring to at that orchestra event, which apparently changed Kingdom Hearts in some way. That is why Missing Link got canceled, why we lost an entire game for that reason. You know, they're gonna have to retool the story for that in some way, but the business is business at the end of the day. And it's also kind of self-inflicted. In a way, they announced these games so early. I am still so confused as to why they announced this game so early when they knew that what they were showing us was not going to be representative of the final game. They announced at that event, just minutes after they showed off that trailer, that they were going to be switching engines to Unreal Engine 5. What they were showing us was just teaser footage of what the game might look like and what they're shooting for. I get that you're at an event celebrating the 20th anniversary from Kingdom Hearts and you want to bring something big. I get that. You knew that you were going to make a big switch over to another engine, and you decided to go with it anyways, and I just think that was a bad idea. We don't know what's going on with Kingdom Hearts exactly behind the scenes right now. There could be other reasons why this game's taking so long, and you know, it could have been out at this point, but for some reason it might not have been. But still, them showing that game when they did, knowing that it was going to be different and that it was going to take a little while longer, was not the best idea in my opinion. Honestly, they should have just sticked with Unreal Engine 4 in the first place, because that's still a good engine. 7 Rebirth, that used Unreal Engine 4, and that game looks great. Stick with what they showed in the trailer, because what they showed in the trailer was still pretty good too. I think we would have gotten the game faster, and we might have been playing it now. Counter arguments that I see to this is, oh, I would much rather know the game exists than not know it exists. I can get that to a certain extent, but knowing the game exists and being drawn out for the wait for it just makes it seem more frustrating, because it makes it seem like the game's in trouble, or they're dragging their feet on it and going in through development hell. The reason they didn't announce Half-Life 3, they knew the development troubles of that game would just make people more frustrated than anything else. 2, this is a Square Enix thing. They can do this all the time. Yeah, they do, but it's still annoying. But getting back to the original point of this video, something else that I kind of realized during this is that this is just how it is now. You know, we can complain about it and let them know that we're upset about it, but at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do to really change it. And there are certain ways that you can handle that. One way is you can let it consume your mind. You can let the anger kind of grow within you. The longer it goes, large portion of your mind space is going to be taken up by this. Or you can accept it, kind of go with the flow, go into events with some hope that it might be there, but not really fully expecting it to be there. If it doesn't happen, let your anger out and you move on to the next thing. That is how I choose to operate. If it is bothering you that much that Kingdom Hearts is not back, enjoy some other things that are coming out in the moment. This is a hot take, beginning a lot of flack for this. The original way that I worded it in my live stream probably wasn't the best. You are allowed to be angry, of course. I'm angry. I am very angry about this. Of course, I make a lot of videos talking about that stuff on this channel and talking about my complaints with Square Enix. I'm mainly a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber, so that's what I mainly talk about in here. So that's the videos I'm mainly gonna make. Those topics also just interest me too. And you know, I have other things in life that I do. You know, I have a job. I play a lot of other games. I've been getting into Fortnite recently. A lot of my friends want me to get into Trails. That game looks really fun. And because of my avatar, I started playing The World Ends With You, and that's a really fun game too. Just on this channel, me making these videos, it kind of seems that way, but it really isn't. Also, to say that Kingdom Hearts is fully dead is a really ignorant statement. The games coming out on PC have made the modding community just explode. There's so many cool mods out there, and they're coming out almost weekly. That is definitely the best way to pass the time for a Kingdom Hearts fan. And also, just the games by themselves are great too. So if you want to go back and replay them for like the 7th time, go ahead. Also, Square Enix recently just tweeted about your favorite Kingdom Hearts moments. So the series is not dead in any sense, it's just in hibernation. I know nothing hits the same as Kingdom Hearts, for sure, but that's just not available right now. And there's nothing you can do about that. And you just gotta wait for whenever supplies come back in. That's all you can really do. But just my advice during this time, shrink the mind space you have reserved for Kingdom Hearts. Don't delete it completely, just let other things in. And whenever Kingdom Hearts comes back, you can open that space up again. We're 3 years in, and it's clear that this is gonna take a while. It's a sucky situation, but you make the most of it because this won't last forever. Kingdom Hearts 4 will come back at some point, like they said, when the time is right. I'm very hopeful that they won't cancel Kingdom Hearts 4 and that Kingdom Hearts will still be alive. And whenever it comes back, you'll be ready. I don't think it will be too much longer until Kingdom Hearts 4 comes back. Depending, of course, that game might be in massive development hell right now. My plans for this channel going forward is that we're going to be starting to do some more new stuff. Kingdom Hearts will still be there, but we'll be doing some more experimental stuff with it, adding some new kind of series along with it, and some live streams doing some fun stuff as well. You can tell I've been doing a little bit experimental stuff with my content recently. Stay tuned for that because I got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully my advice will reach some people and, maybe it'll make you feel a little bit better. Just gotta be patient. That's all we really can do. Hey everyone, this video is going to be highlights from a stream that I did about a week ago on the same topic. Going to be doing some more discussion streams in the future. Make sure to look out for those. Thank you and enjoy. Kingdom Hearts 3.5. It is a interesting topic. It's not something that I've really thought about until recently. The more I think about it, the more I think like maybe they might do it. It's something that's been brought up again on Twitter, not just by me, because of just the lack of anything going on with Kingdom Hearts right now. They need all the wins they can get right now. I would say this is probably the low point. Missing Link's canceled. Kingdom Hearts 4 is nowhere to be found. And they are very distant in terms of communication. They're not communicating with us really at all. It's just in sparse areas. Why is Kingdom Hearts okay? Is Kingdom Hearts in a good state? Is Kingdom Hearts all right? So to kind of make up for that, maybe they need to do something like this. Throw us a little bone. Throw us something to really keep us going. And this might be it. And there is a lot of things that could go in to a potential 3.5. The thing that I'm showing on screen right now was a tweet that I made because I made a short talking about Missing Link and what the ultimate fate of that project is going to be. And someone in the comments, Conman specifically, one of my cool fans and frequent commenters, shout out to him, suggested like, oh, they could do like a 3.5 kind of thing. And they listed some of the things that were going to be in there. And that kind of got me thinking like, ooh, maybe this is something they might do. I just kind of got my bare thoughts of what I think a 3.5 would have been. And that's the tweet that you see right here. What my initial thoughts might have been, or Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind in there with graphical improvements. That seems kind of vague at first, but I'll make that make sense in a second. A Kingdom Hearts 1 remake and a Missing Link movie. I don't think they could sell Missing Link, the movie version of it, if that's what they ultimately plan on doing. I think that'd be the most economical way of getting Missing Link out there, because I think making a Frankenstein game out of what they've already made would kind of suck. Making a new game would take too much time. Getting it in Kingdom Hearts 4 might ruin the pacing of that game because I've already established the kind of base line of what that game is. And so adding that in there, inserting it in might break the pace, but they could do it the other way. Maybe they can make like the prologue of the game or something, because there's always a prologue to really the mainline Kingdom Hearts games. But I just think it would be a bad pacing decision. But the most economical thing would be like, take the cutscenes that they've already made, maybe rework them a little bit, and just put that story out as like a cutscene movie, like a back cover kind of thing. But they would have to have a collection surrounding it, because Missing Link, just movie by itself, I don't think it would do well. They can't just upload it on YouTube. They've invested too much money in it. I kind of revised what I might want in a 3.5 if they end up doing it. Let me kind of explain what I mean by this tweet right here. Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind with graphical improvements. When you first read that, it doesn't make sense. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a good looking game on its own. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a great looking game, in fact. It's gotten the closest to looking like an actual Disney movie. What I mean specifically with graphical improvements is ray tracing. That would be a big next-gen move for them to do. That would actually be much closer to looking like a Disney movie than it would have otherwise. Kingdom Hearts 3 is running on the Unreal Engine 4, and that engine is capable of ray tracing. It's been capable since it first came out, I believe. Now the mainline consoles can do it. Ray tracing is a basic feature now. That was kind of a new thing back around the time Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out. Not a lot of graphics cards supported it, and now the basic $300 graphics card could support ray tracing. If they want to sell a new version of Kingdom Hearts 3, for whatever reason, to kind of maybe get a quick win, they could get ray tracing in this. Disney movies have been using ray tracing for many years now. That is one of the things that makes Disney movies look so good. They call it path tracing there. Same kind of basic concept though. It's not baked in lighting, path tracing, bouncing off of different objects, it's actual kind of realistic lighting, something like that. They could say like, hey, we got Kingdom Hearts 3 with ray tracing now. and some extra little features here and there. I think that would be something that a lot of people might be on board with, as long as they make it free. As long as they make it a free upgrade or a slightly not expensive upgrade, maybe like $5. Like if you already own Kingdom Hearts 3 on Steam, PS4, or Xbox, whatever, you don't have to pay full price for the whole thing. You can just get it like that. It would be bad if they made you pay for it. That would be kind of a controversial thing. It would be mindful of them to actually make it a free kind of upgrade. Now, the second point, this is the one that got people kind of in a tizzy. Kingdom Hearts 1 Remake. It doesn't need it. For one, we have the HD remixes, and, you know, that was already kind of remade. You know, they kind of remade that game from scratch. They lost a lot of the original source code for Kingdom Hearts 1. Most of Square Enix's original source code is kind of lost at this point. Still looks great to this day. Like the art style that they went for with that game, the very cartoony look, the cel-shaded look that they kind of went for that game is aged very well. It transitions very well to HD. Oh, just as a base game, I have some problems with it. Like the platforming and the camera, to be specific. You know, those haven't aged well. But still, it's a great game. I don't think it needs a remake. But you might be surprised. Or you could put really anything else in this slot, though. A lot of people have been wanting a Days remake. That has been a very big requested thing from fans for the longest time. I made a video about that a few months ago, if you want to go check that out. Some people are still butthurt that that game did not get remade for 1.5. It would be a big win for the fan base. It would be a big win for everyone who is really kind of down on Kingdom Hearts right now. To get them back in their good graces. A Days remake would be best, and a UN Cross remake, a Key Saga remake of some kind, a movie of those cutscenes, I don't know. That would also be a big win for that, because that game's been gone for a while. They did leave a story kind of cutscene version of that game, but then they took that down eventually, so whoopity freaking do. I think bringing that back would also be another big win. So just some kind of remake of some kind, or maybe kind of like a new little mini project, something else they might be working on. If they were to do a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, I guess I'd be on board, because they would be like, well, okay, I guess they're doing this now, and you know, if it looks cool, then I'll be like, okay, cool, I'm on board. Maybe not the best look right now to be like, oh, we haven't been Kingdom Hearts 4 because of that. And I know the other thing that everyone else wants is Melody of Memory. If they want to do a quickie kind of release, throw Melody of Memory in there, just throw it in there, and, you know, call it a day. Melody of Memory is still not on Steam. I don't know why that is. I don't think they've ever explained why they didn't put Melody of Memory on there. Maybe it's just sales were low on Epic Game Store and they didn't think it was necessary to put that on there. But I mean, there is an absolutely necessary story in Melody of Memory, so at least in the end part of the game. But they could, if they want to put the Melody of Memory on Steam, they could absolutely find the excuse to do that with this. I don't know if they ever released the sales numbers for that game. Did they ever release the sales for that game? I don't think. I mean, I bought it, I think twice. I bought it on PlayStation and Switch. They at least sold 2 copies, that's for sure. But going to the last point here, Missing Link movie. Again, the kind of whole point of which they would kind of do a 3.5 remix kind of thing is to have something to package the Missing Link movie in, because I don't think they would be successful in putting out the Missing Link movie on its own. I think they'd want to make some return on it. Putting the Missing Link movie in there would be, I think, the best way to get it out there for people, you know, packaging it with other things. That's what I believe would be the best direction for them to handle the whole Missing Link situation. It would be an easy win for them to get in a time where they need those easy wins. A community that's upset with them for being uncommunicative and distant. If they want to do it quick, if they want to do it on the cheap, they can be like, oh, we need to get Missing Link in something. Oh, put ray tracing in Kingdom Hearts 3. Throw Melody of Memory in there. Good, got it, put it out. But I mean, if they want to put some more effort into it, they could do the Kingdom Hearts 3 with ray tracing and add like another little remake, small little project. Maybe they've already been working on the side or something like that. And then the Missing Link movie to tie it all together. So it'd be kind of like a 2.8 kind of situation that had Dream Drop Distance HD, that had 0.2, and then the back cover movie. I don't like the back cover movie, by the way. I did not like that movie when it first came out. I remember I got 2.8 early. Not by official means, mind you. I bought it off eBay like 2 weeks before it came out. I was so hyped about that. But when I got to the back cover movie, I was just like, this could have been email. It expands on the Master of Masters backstory. and gives him a little bit more of lore and Luciu and all that stuff. I just don't like it as a movie. It's a collection of cutscenes. It's like a YouTube cutscene compilation. It sucks that Missing Link would have to turn into that kind of thing. I really wish it wouldn't have to be. We're not in the best timeline, but we got to make the best of what we got. I do think a brand new full-on Missing Link game, like built from the ground up, would be cool, but it would, again, take time away from the main development of Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh, I know a lot of fans want it, but do you really want it? What would you be willing to sacrifice to have that game come out? Would you be willing to wait maybe a year or two more for Kingdom Hearts 4? Another thing that's kind of going against like a Missing Link game, they've already had like previous trauma of making Missing Link as it was. There's still that kind of burned feeling about it. I mean, they would go for it like a bigger scale, medium to large scale titles. So they would go throughout it that way, but I still think there is a burned feeling in the taste of their mouths. So I don't know if they want to go back to it necessarily as a full project. They got to do something, man. They have to do something. They know they have to do something. They know. Trust me, they know. Something else that I might want, maybe make a compilation, Key Saga, Missing Link, put those stories together. Missing Link was going to be part of the Key Saga extension of that anyways. It might be hard for them to get into that story into like a 2-hour movie. Do a Cliff Notes summary in the beginning and then going into Missing Link and explaining how this is important and what needs to go on. That would require more effort on their part though. You know, they would have to put a little bit more of time into that project. I just want a new Kingdom Hearts game, man. Same, just something. Give me fucking scraps. I mean, I kept on saying that the Missing Link Frankenstein together version of that game would kind of suck, but maybe at this point I'll just take it. I don't think Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 should ever get a remake. Ruins the magic. I know there were some people who were like, oh, we need a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake in the Kingdom Hearts 3 style. No. What? There's a reason the game is like that. Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora is kind of goated with his moveset because of the years of training that he's been doing and the amount of just badassery he's gone through, the amount of stuff he's gone through. The way that game was structured was also based around the limited experience they had with 3D at the time, at least 3D platforming, at least at the Square Enix offices. So a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake in that style would be kind of weird, maybe a little bit more energy, kind of pumping it up just a little bit, but not going as far as being like, oh, this is a whole new game. 1 and 2 just have a vibe, man, and I refuse its nostalgia. A nostalgia factor would definitely sell it. If they mentioned like, oh yeah, we started this project around the same time Kingdom Hearts 4 would be, some people would probably be against that, but I think a lot more people would be like, oh, yeah, I can be on board with that. But if they said, oh yeah, we wanted to do this remake after we kind of went to Kingdom Hearts 4 a little bit, there would be like a lot of backlash to that. But at the end of the day, going back to the main point of the discussion, Kingdom Hearts 3.5 HD Remix, or Kingdom Hearts HD 3.5 Remix as the official titling goes. Would I buy it? Yeah, I'd probably buy it. You know, if you're wanting to look forward to Kingdom Hearts 4, haven't bought Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, this would be the perfect opportunity for you to do it. I think it was something that I would buy and kind of be recommending for like a newcomer to Kingdom Hearts 3 or people who are looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 4, stuff like that. Is it a good idea? Maybe. It would just be an excuse for them to re-release Kingdom Hearts 3, put some ray tracing abilities in there, maybe put Melody of Memory out on Steam, because I know there's some people thinking like, oh, they're definitely going to do 3.5 because Melody of Memory is not on Steam, and I don't know. A win if they did it the right way. Would it be successful though? Depends on what they put in it, depends on how they go about releasing it. If they added substantially new elements to Kingdom Hearts 3 to make it worth the purchase, then I think it would be all right. The timing would also be kind of weird too, because they just put out Kingdom Hearts 3 on Steam, relatively. I think that maybe it's still too soon. There may be some people who are waiting out, and for those people, this would be a reward for them waiting out, at least on the PC side of things. On the console side, it would fit more because they haven't gotten anything in years on console. Not since Melody of Memory have they gotten something. Maybe they could do it for Switch, though. This would be a great opportunity for them to get it out on Switch too. That console is more than capable of handling Kingdom Hearts 3. It's able to handle 7 Remake, and that game, it has some compromises, sure, but 7 Remake is able to run on there. Kingdom Hearts 3 should be able to run on there just fine. Therefore, the other games, 1.5, 2.5, that should be able to run on there just fine. Maybe if they were to release 1.5, 2.5 on the Switch 2 alongside a 3.5 with these adjustments and improvements and stuff, alongside the other consoles and everything, that would be kind of like the perfect scenario, wouldn't it? But will it though? We'll just have to wait and see. That's a good ending for a video right there. Kingdom Hearts 4 exists. Just thought I had to remind you. And it seems like we have to remind people. Matt again, what's up? Back at it again with another news video. I get to use that intro so sparingly nowadays, it feels like a distant memory. We are now on day one. I don't even know anymore, man. It's been a long time since the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4. We've done the song and dance already. Yes, we got the screenshots dropped, but that was just because Missing Link got canceled and they wanted to calm the fans down to make sure they knew Kingdom Hearts wasn't dead. And radio silence basically ever since. The Twitter account for Kingdom Hearts has been more active. I've been getting notifications for that, and that's a jump scare right there, let me tell you what. But we finally did get some news today from Nomura, the man himself. He gave a little comment about Kingdom Hearts 4. It's not much, but gives us some bit of an insight as to what's going on with Kingdom Hearts 4 right now. Square Enix is currently celebrating the 2nd anniversary of the launch of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is a mobile game based off Final Fantasy VII. You can play as different characters in that, and it's kind of, kind of a standard mobile game. A lot of Square Enix mobile games don't do that well, or they get purged, as we all know. And this one has seemingly done very well, and they're doing an anniversary for it, so hey, one of them did well. And one of the things they did to celebrate was do a live stream where they did interviews and kind of talks with various Square Enix developers, including Tetsuya Nomura. And during this live stream, he made a comment about Kingdom Hearts 4 and Part 3 as well. During the live stream, he was quoted as saying this: "I'm seeing a lot of comments regarding Kingdom Hearts 4. Understatement of the century. We're making great strides and going according to schedule, so please wait for more information on that." Other comments going around are stating that they have a release and a announcement schedule kind of locked in, so apparently that's going according to plan as well. All of this seemingly applies to Part 3 of the 7 Remake trilogy as well. They said that's going well too. So yeah, watch that come out before Kingdom Hearts 4 and drive us all mad. I'm excited about that game. So right off the bat, that's good to hear. With Kingdom Hearts 4 and just Kingdom Hearts in general being away for so long, there is a lot of concern that something might be going on behind the scenes. That's what I have been worried about myself personally, because it's just no shows, no news, no comments, very, very sparse kind of updates on this thing. And Nomura made a comment a few years ago talking about something happening after the 20th anniversary event to kind of change the direction of Kingdom Hearts a little bit. We still don't know what he's talking about there. But I guess whatever that was maybe not too big of a deal or didn't impact development that much. Because apparently, again, things are going according to schedule. They're making great strides, as he says in here. So that's good to hear. It seems like it's a positive atmosphere going on with the development of that game. So, hey, that's good to hear. On the other hand, though, this was all part of the plan. This is things going right. This is things going well. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Mr. Nomura-san. You nerd. Again, like I was saying, it doesn't feel like things are going well, at least in the public space, because they've been so quiet about it. Missing Link got canceled. By the way, I was thinking about that. Missing Link got canceled, so I guess not everything's going according to plan. At least that didn't go according to plan. Did they announce Missing Link just to mess with us? I know it sounds like low-key entitled for me to kind of complain about something like this because, I mean, we got the game announced. We know that it exists. We got a trailer for it. We know we got way more than some other fan bases do. And I know because I'm a YouTuber, I look at it a little bit of a different way because, part of my income is part of the news updates about this game. But my main problem with it has always kind of been when they announced it and why they announced it when they did. Because as it's been stated time and time again, the original trailer that we saw for Kingdom Hearts 4 was running on Unreal Engine 4. That was what Kingdom Hearts 3 ran on. They announced right after the trailer was shown that that was just concept footage, just showing what the game will probably look like, and that they were going to be using Unreal Engine 5 for the final game. And yeah, here we are 3 years later, and we still don't have this game. And so, since everything's going according to plan, it makes me firmly believe that they announced this game way earlier than they should have. I think if they had just said, hey, Kingdom Hearts 4 is being worked on at the 20th anniversary event, they didn't show the trailer or nothing like that, I think that would have sufficed for most people. Some people are out there kind of hungry for like, oh, I need to see footage now. But I think if they just announced the game that it exists and that they were working on it, and maybe shown Missing Link alongside that, I think that maybe the backlash and the frustration might not be as big because they wouldn't have set too much of expectations going into it. We're actually making some progress on this game. It actually is a thing you can look at, and now it's not something you can look at for 3 straight years. It's just concerning in hindsight. So I think they should have either waited to show the trailer at some other point when they actually had stuff ready in Unreal Engine 5 to show, or they should have just waited in general and just pushed it off. I know people would like to know it exists more than not know it exists, but sometimes knowing it exists can drive you more crazy than not knowing it exists. So, to reiterate, this is good news. Kingdom Hearts 4's development is going well. That is the best thing we can hear. That is the best news we can get right now. I am very thankful that they are doing a good job with this game. It just adds a little bit more frustration to it all because they knew at that point that they were going to be transitioning engines and it was going to take a while, but they showed it anyways. And I think that they could have gone about that a lot differently because it's made the hype around this game very, very frustrating, and just being a fan overall is just very frustrating. I wish they would just be a little bit more communicative about all this. This just confirms that. Hopefully we'll get to see it soon. Maybe him making the statement means we'll get to see it soon. It was confirmed not to be showing up at TGS, at least on their official list. I wouldn't hold out for a surprise, me personally. So, yeah, I think that maybe closer to the end of this year, earlier next year, we may see something, but yeah, the wait continues.
All right, so me and Prodigy XCD, look at this man right here.
What's up?
We are at PAX West, having a fun time, having a great time. Not a lot of Kingdom Hearts representation this year. Kingdom Hearts is kind of like dead in the water. I think we all know that. I don't think I need to tell you. You know. We decided to get a little bit of Kingdom Hearts activity going. So we decided to ask a bunch of Kingdom Hearts fans what their opinions were, what their thoughts were on a series of questions, get in touch with the community. That seems to be a little bit hidden right now, but once you know where to look, you'll find it. We hold up a poster saying, hey, you want to do some fan interviews, ask a couple questions, completely random. It's fun. Kingdom Hearts is fun. You should play it sometime, bro. Here's what they said.
Also, check out Prodigy XCD's video on this as well. His interviews, they're really cool too, bro. Also, sorry this took so long to come out. I'm a very busy man. Okay, enjoy!
So, what's her name?
Jacob.
Jasmine.
I'm E.G. Alexander.
My name's Cassidy.
Constant Killjoy. Joanne. Ariel.
My name's Kai.
My name's James.
My name is Baylights.
Baylights?
Baylights.
Awesome.
They like the place lights like.
How these interviews worked is that Prodigy asked a series of questions and I asked a series of questions. We were going to be both focusing on our questions for the sake of our video, so I'll be focusing on my questions for this video. You can go watch his video to get more of what other people said to his questions, but I will leave some highlights from his at the end of this video if you want to go see that too.
What's your favorite Kingdom Hearts game?
Dream Drop Distance.
Oh! First one we've heard of that already. Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. 1.
Oh, nice.
Probably Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Two.
Two.
Favorite game of the series? Number 1. Classic.
Classic.
Birth by Sleep.
Ooh, nice. That's the true fan's pick right there.
Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, yes.
2.
Yes. Favorite character?
Roxas.
Yes.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, yes. Got a lot of Kyrie stands today.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, oh.
Donald.
Zeta Flare, that's where it's at.
I like all of them, but I think Donald being a mage is the funniest thing to me
Yeah.
because he's like his character in the cartoons, he's so like not level-headed.
Yeah.
But having him be the mage and the healer to me is hilarious.
I'm gonna go with Donald. He's OP.
You're actually not the first person to say that.
He like casts like Terra Flare.
It's Zeta Flare.
Zeta Flare.
That should get destroyed planets, man. That is
Broken.
crazy. Terra. You don't see that as much.
You know what? I really love Roxas.
Oh my god, same.
Yeah. Roxas is like one of my favorite characters of all time.
He is my favorite character of all time. I have him on my keychain.
No one's ever asked me that before.
Oh, so we're gonna have to dig deep for this one.
You know, I guess Namine.
No.
I really like her. Riku.
We've gotten the whole Destiny Islands trio at this point. Aqua stands. We got that's the first one today, I think.
Roxas.
Absurdly tragic.
Kingdom Hearts 4. You know about all that?
Yeah, I mean, so like, I still feel like I don't know all what's really going on anymore.
No one.
So we're just gonna. I'm excited. But like I said, love-hate relationship with this. I'm like, I played 3, and I'm like, oy vey. I feel like we did this before.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done this before.
When do you think that thing's gonna come out?
Oh, probably at this point we're looking 26, maybe late year.
Please. That's my
nice.
guess too. When do you think it's coming out?
Hopefully sometime next year.
That's what I've been seeing most people say 2026. Kingdom Hearts 4. When do you think that game's gonna be coming out?
Maybe 3 years.
Honestly, with what we're going through, we wouldn't be surprised by it. I'm hoping next year, but
Me too.
I'm on that hopium.
Realistically, I'm like,
I'm on the copium at this point. When do you think Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna come out?
Ideally before the heat death of the universe.
There's no telling. It'd be in 2 years or 5.
Yeah, or ever. Just never comes out. When do you think that game's coming out?
I'm gonna guess earliest maybe 2027.
Ah, okay. She's being more realistic. She's not on the copium like I am.
Because like I'm popping copium. 2026.
Yes,
I'm
we love
ready.
the hopium. We love the copium.
2026.
Yes, we're hoping. Missing Link. How'd you feel like when that game got canceled?
I was sad. Like I really want more of the aesthetic. I want more of the vibe.
Yeah.
I want more story. I want more.
Yeah, I was kind of sad for a little bit, but I've mostly kind of moved on, realized it was for the best.
As
You know,
long as
that's
they still have Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm okay.
I've heard some of it. Honestly, I haven't really paid that much attention. I know my brother rants and raves about it.
Oh, okay.
But I have not had the mind span for getting into all the little like holes that you get into.
Oh yeah. That's what I hear from a lot of other people
Yeah.
too. We've talked to some other Kingdom Hearts fans, and they kind of said the same thing. You know about Missing Link as well? What's going on with that?
I actually don't.
Oh, so there's another mobile game that they were making. It's called Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, and they canceled it.
Oh.
And yeah, people were upset by that. So seeing if people were aware of that, how they felt about that, because Kingdom Hearts is kind of in a weird spot. Do you know about Missing Link? Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, that game?
Yeah.
How did you feel when that game got canceled?
At this point, it's all in the past and I'm over it. So.
That's honestly me too.
Yeah,
like, I was
let's
sad
put
about
those
it for an hour, and then I was like,
Let's put these feelings to rest.
Exactly.
I don't have time for
Missing Link. Do you know about that game?
Yeah, it got canceled, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, were you upset by it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was. I remember waking up at 3 a.m. to that news. That
yeah,
took
me
me
too.
out. What did you feel like when Missing Link got canceled?
I mean, I'm just numb to it all at this point. Nothing can phase me.
Nothing can phase me either. How'd you feel like when that game got canceled?
I mean, I never played the mobile game,
Yeah.
so I don't have any opinion.
Yeah. I just have to ask the question because it's on my list. And last but most important question: is it a Final Fantasy game or a Disney game?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, bold.
He's in the era of coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I expected that answer. Is Kingdom Hearts a Disney game or a Final Fantasy game? Or both?
It's a Square Enix.
There you go. That's the answer we're looking for.
It's a great merging between Disney and a beloved RPG series, and I think they did it amazingly well.
I guess it's more of a Square game.
See, that's what the last person said. Is Kingdom Hearts a Final Fantasy game or a Disney game?
Son of a bitch. Kingdom Hearts is, well, in my heart, I want to say it's a Final Fantasy game. Disney owns that shit, like, hardcore. Am I allowed to cuss, by the way?
Oh, yeah, fine.
Cool, yeah. Disney has that fucking series by the balls.
Yeah. Do you think Kingdom Hearts is a Disney game or a Final Fantasy game?
For me, it's like the perfect combination, like the best collaboration between like Square and Disney, and to see that it's expanding with Pixar content and stuff. I'm so hyped for the future of the series.
Is it a Disney game or a Final Fantasy game?
Wow. I mean, it's both, right? But okay, that's tough. I have a friend that's never played a Final Fantasy game, and he wants to play one, but he's only ever played Kingdom Hearts. And he loves Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
So it's like he's got most of the characters, some of the creatures and stuff. But is it a Final Fantasy game? I guess.
Is the game a Disney game or a Final Fantasy game?
Well, I would say Disney, but I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts, so it's Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I mean, Disney owns it, so if you were to speak legally, that would be the answer, but that's the correct answer in the eyes of me. Is it a Final Fantasy game or a Disney game?
Kingdom Hearts is Kingdom Hearts. The fact that it's both at the same time is what makes it what it is.
There you go. We love to see the true fans out here in Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, it's a Kingdom Hearts game.
There you go. Let's go.
Play Final Fantasy if you want to play Final Fantasy.
That's what I'm saying.
Final Fantasy game.
Oh. That's a trick question. It's actually a Kingdom Hearts game. So you got it wrong. That's the only question you could get wrong in this interview. Final Fantasy game. Okay. So, actually, it was a trick question. It's actually a Kingdom Hearts game. You got it wrong, but actually, that was the only question you could get wrong. It was a trick question. It's actually a Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Boo. Actually, the answer I was looking for is a Kingdom Hearts game. That's what Kingdom Hearts is. It's a trick question. I fooled you. It's actually a Kingdom Hearts game. That was the right answer we were looking for.
Now here are some highlights from Prodigy's interviews.
So, what brought you into Kingdom Hearts?
Pregnancy.
Pregnancy?
Yeah, I was pregnant during 2008. My ex was like, hey, you like Disney and you like RPG, try this game.
Wow.
And I was on bed rest and I played all of Kingdom Hearts in 2008.
This is in 2008?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
How many Kingdom Hearts games have you played?
I played 1 and 2. I beat them, and then I got like part of the way through 3, but I didn't get all the way through.
So you went from 1, 2, then to 3.
To 3. There was a mobile game I played. I forget what that one was called, but I played that one for a little bit. And there was a PAX where we met the creator of that game, and that was pretty cool because, well, that's like a whole story. But yeah,
tell us the story.
So we waited in line to meet the creator and stuff like that. It was like a really long line. I could tell that he was tired and stuff like that, so he was like kind of low energy and stuff. So like my friends, it was like a bunch of us and stuff, and we all kind of like group photo, and we're all like cheesing and stuff like that, right? And then as we're like about to walk out, I was like, oh, pose? And I go like this, right? I'm like that. And then he like sprung in a left, and he was like, oh, and he's like super Japanese too, right? But he was like, oh, pose, and then he does the same thing. And it's like all my friends like awkwardly like kind of standing there, and then we're on the end like pose, ready, battle ready.
What's your favorite memory from Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is light. No, seriously, in fact, it's Under the Sea.
Under the Sea is your favorite Kingdom Hearts memory? You know, I like that. I bet you it's going to be the only one we get for that today.
No, my best memory is when I announced with Shinji Hashimoto at Paris Games Week Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
You met Shinji Hashimoto?
I worked at Square Enix.
You worked at Square Enix. Oh, okay.
And he's not joking, by the way. He actually worked at Square Enix. He actually worked with like the main Kingdom Hearts people working on Kingdom Hearts. It was kind of crazy. We had a full conversation with him. He told us a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that I won't share here. Amazing conversation we had with this man. He's also working on a game called No Straight Roads 2, which looks really, really awesome. So check that out. Anyways, that's the video. Bye. Is that it? Some stuff was there. So, you know, not like it was absolutely nothing, but like, fuck Square. I will donate my left testicle and ship it to your office if it will get you to put out another Kingdom Hearts trailer. I'm crashing out. Clown makeup is not enough anymore. I'm just a damn fool. Hey, that's me! Look! It's the clown! It's me! We need!
Wait,
the
what's
wait
this?
is almost
What's this?
over.
Wait,
Whoa! What? No!
It's coming to Xbox. It's coming to
okay.
Xbox. It's coming to Xbox.
You scared the fucking shit out of me. Holy
Remakes
shit.
on Xbox. Remakes on Xbox.
Matt.
Yeah.
I have trauma, okay? Don't blame me.
Wait, is Rebirth coming to Xbox?
Attack, bro.
No, this is Remake, though. I know, but...
That was amazing. Wait, what? Oh, God. Every time I fall for it. It's cool. It looks great. I don't mean to be mean to the games they're showing. They look good. I just have trauma, okay? I have triggers. And that's one of them. Just mentioning the name Square Enix. Oh my God, that was a heart attack. And yeah, I'm sure Octopath Travelers, they have their fans. They're probably hype as shit right now. So good for you. That legit gave me a heart. It's the Square Enix Jumpscare. It really is. They just not even showing the logo. You just have to mention the name. Is that it? Okay, that's it. All right. Every time I fell for it. I'm getting tired of this, man. Okay, in all fairness, though, I did not expect it to be at this event. I was not going expecting it to be here. Nothing really surprised me there, except for that one little jump scare there at the middle. But I kind of want to take this as an opportunity to just say that I'm tired of this shit, man. I am so over this, man. It allows me to also kind of explain like why I've not been posting like trailer speculation videos or really hints of news videos or anything like that. I am at the point where it's just becoming like a toxic cycle. You know, if you expect Kingdom Hearts 4 to be at every single event, then you're just going to be disappointed every single time. It's been so long at this point that you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. There's that little spark of hope in there, and you want to grab onto that. It feels good. It feels exciting to think like, oh, it maybe could be here. For my own sanity, I've had to stop. It drains me personally because, again, I've been disappointed so many times now that I just don't want to make these videos anymore. If I were to make these videos, I would just be like, oh, it could be here, but who knows? And doing that over and over and over again gets a little annoying. You know, it's always good to have some hype. It's always good to have hope. I'm not saying to not have hope. I'm just saying that at this point, you need to stop going into these events expecting something to possibly happen. If it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm tired of this. It's getting to the point where it is just like, in order for me to stay sane, I cannot think about this. There's some events where it might come up. You know, Game Awards, I guess, is the next place it'll be. But I'm really expecting the next time it shows up to be just, A, drop it whenever the fuck. Just like, hey, drop this when it's ready. Or 2, they'll announce it beforehand and we'll know. Maybe no surprises. Please just say something. Say anything. I mean, the more it's technically say something recently because he's like, oh, it's progressing well. So I guess that's something. They really screwed themselves over with how early they announced that game, man. They should not have done that the way they did. Do a big blowout at least. Make the wait worth it whenever it comes back. Because if it's just like a basic thing, then like, what was that all about? What was the 3 years waiting for? Yeah. Just something to keep in mind.
All the games that I'll be playing.
Yeah, now let's get ready. Let's get set. You guys keep score.
Let him have it.
Oh, there's Mario, Minecraft, Legend of Zelda, Nominee, Donkey Kong, Bonanza, Kingdom Hearts Peak, Shovel Knight, Fortnite,
Kingdom Hearts! We did it! We did it, guys! We did it! We did it! Fuck yeah! We did it! Yeah! Let's go!
2, 3. So when I'm Princess Peach wearing my super crown.
We're making a big deal out of this one thing. This one thing. It's something rather than nothing. I'll take something rather than nothing at this point. Oh God, we're losing our minds over this. Yeah, I'm still focused on the one line in a song by a Muppet. I just said this on Twitter, but Kingdom Hearts not going to be mentioned for another year, guys. This is our one mention. We're gonna have to hang on to this for the next year, maybe 2. Ralph the dog said Kingdom Hearts. And that's going to be a news story for the next year. What is it? That's what the Kingdom Hearts community fucking is at this point. It's just hanging on by a thread. So, on the last video that I did on time travel in Kingdom Hearts, there was something I didn't mention, but didn't even have time to touch upon. And that is Timeless River. Timeless River is weird. It is a world in Kingdom Hearts 2 that takes place in the past of Disney Castle, and it kind of skirts the rules of time travel because apparently Sora, Donald, and Goofy can go back there without having their bodies present, and events in the past change events in the future, which you can apparently do. As far as I know, there is no official explanation as to what's going on here, but there's kind of like 3 main theories and speculations that I found. One is that Merlin used his magic to be able to have all this happen. Since a version of Pete, therefore his heart, is present during the time of Timeless River, he's able to go back there. He wished for a time that he was outside Maleficent's grasp, and so his heart was able to wish that happening, I guess. And Merlin, who actually specializes in time travel magic, was able to summon a door to allow Sora, Donald, and Goofy to go back because of magic. Basically. The fact that Merlin used magic allows him to skirt the rules just a little bit. If you ask Nomura his explanation, that'd probably be it. Secondly, there's this theory from the Violet Howler stating that Timeless River is actually a sleeping world version of Disney Castle. Pete wanting to leave the grasp of Maleficent made him wish for the old days, and that was able to summon this dreaming world. And using the power of waking, or Merlin's magic, they were able to go inside of the heart of the world and do it that way. So they weren't traveling through time, they were just entering the heart of the world in its sleeping form. Merlin did describe it as a world, not a time. And number 3 is, shut up, dude. You don't understand Kingdom Hearts. You don't understand Nomura's vision, all right? Just let the man do what he needs. He messes up sometimes, okay? Just leave him alone. There's a few secret bosses in Kingdom Hearts 1, and the one that's in Agrabah is called Kurt Ziza. Growing up, I always thought that name was weird because 1, it doesn't really fit with the others, and also it's just the name of a dude. As it turns out, though, that's actually true, because it's actually named after a real person. Before the game came out in North America, Square held the Name in-Game contest, where people could submit an entry form stating their name, and they could possibly be included in the game. The winner, obviously, was
Kurt Ziza of Medford, New York. Square did something similar with Kingdom Hearts 3, where in Union Cross, if you beat a certain amount of challenges, your username would be included as part of the Union Cross attack that he does at the end of the game. So congratulations, Kurt. Your name lives on forever. A secret of Kingdom Hearts revealed 23 years later. Today marked the 23rd anniversary of Kingdom Hearts releasing in Japan back in 2002. And as per usual, Nomura released a statement celebrating the occasion. There wasn't much to it this year. The drought continues. But it did reveal a cool fact. The Palpu fruit is an iconic part of Kingdom Hearts. It's been there since the first game, and it symbolizes the connection between characters, destinies being intertwined, and making promises to one another. Nomura was asked about the meaning of the word Palpu itself, and he revealed that it's a combination of words. It's been a long time, so he doesn't exactly remember, but it's either Paradise of Promise or Paradise of Pure. The way it is spelled, though, makes it seem like it's Paradise of Pure. I always thought it was just like a tropical sounding name, and that's why they did it, but nope, there's meaning behind everything in Kingdom Hearts, if you know where to look. Here is every canceled Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts Fragmented Keys was a mobile game that was in development in around 2013. It was supposed to be pretty big for a mobile game, featuring a lot of different worlds and new worlds at the time, like Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and Star Wars, One Day My Sweet Prince. There was a Kingdom Hearts fighting game in development in the mid-2000s featuring both Disney and Kingdom Hearts characters, but since Nomura was not comfortable with Disney characters fighting each other, he evolved it into Dissidia Final Fantasy and the multiplayer mode in Days. There's another mysterious Kingdom Hearts project that was in the works in and around 2010. It was mentioned in the Days Ultimania, and Nomura made the distinction between this and Dream Drop Distance. This was a separate project from that, but it was supposed to be some story significant project in some way. That's all we really know. There was a pitch made to Square Enix for a Kingdom Hearts VR game, and not an experience, a game. Ultimately, Square Enix passed on it, but I got to play it last year on my channel if you want to go check that out. Nomura stated that he wanted to make a Variant Rex game, but ultimately ended up doing Kingdom Hearts 4. We're not as inspired by it, so, I guess we ultimately got it. And lastly, there is Kingdom Hearts 4 and I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. At least I hope I am. Here's a Kingdom Hearts mystery that I don't think's been solved yet. In the first beta trailer for Kingdom Hearts 1, there are some lines of dialogue that don't appear in the final game, and a lot of mystery still surrounds what they mean. That's right, Sora. Your body, your soul, your whole existence, they're all going to disappear. Come on, guys. We've got to save Sora. Please, Sora. Don't go. Nothing in the final game kind of involves Sora disappearing at all or people trying to save him. I guess the closest thing would be when he turns into a Heartless. But in the final game, it's clearly Sora trying to save his friends, not the other way around. But this might be a remnant of an early story idea where in some part Sora was going to disappear due to some plot-related reasons. Or I have a theory. Let's go into schizo mode. Nomura stated recently that as early as the first game, he had the idea for Verum Rex and Yozora and Quadratum and all that stuff. And Sora, using the power of waking, destroyed his kind of like bodily form and sent him into another universe. And if you look at these quotes, it's kind of alluding to what Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be about, try to get Sora back. So, was this a tease to Kingdom Hearts 4, like 25 years before it even happened? Nomura, you're a madman. I'm probably crazy, but maybe I'm not. You never know with Kingdom Hearts. Many Kingdom Hearts games feature a tutorial and dive into the heart, and in that, there's a mysterious voice guiding you along. But what is that mysterious voice anyways? Let's go over each one. In Kingdom Hearts 1, that mysterious voice is King Mickey. For the longest time, people thought it was Ventus because he resides within Sora's heart, but nope, the Ultimate confirms that it was King Mickey, and there's also a cutscene that alludes to this later in the game. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it's not very clear who the voice is, but a lot of people, including myself, think it's Naminé because you guide to throughout the rest of Roxas's part of the game. It could also be the Nobodies or Xion because that would just be so cute. In Birth by Sleep, it is Sora's heart trying to communicate with Ventus when he needs refuge inside of Sora's heart. In Recoded, it is also King Mickey speaking to him through the data escape. It briefly shows up in Union Cross, and yeah, I don't know about this one. Maybe the Union leaders. I don't know. And in Kingdom Hearts 3, since that takes place after the ending of the game, and a lot of characters in Quadratum seem to have a connection to the final world in some way. I think it might be Strelitzia or Yozora, but there could be a lot of other explanations for that. Or it could all be the Master of Masters, because of course it would be. If you want a more detailed explanation, check out the video tagged below. It's cool. It's awesome. Just watch it because it's me. I made it. Here's this cool little detail in Kingdom Hearts 3 you might not have noticed before. On the second level of Galaxy Toys in the Toy Box world, there are a few balloon stands there, and below it is a helium tank. If you attack the helium tank, this happens.
Whoa! Hey, what happened to my voice? Hey, you sound funny. Gosh, and so do I. What? Well, this is rather embarrassing. Who said that? Get a load of me, Buzz! I sound like an alien! So do I!
Love little details like these. It shows how much love they put into this game. Disney just referenced Kingdom Hearts in a really cool way. Disney is celebrating the 30th anniversary of a Goofy movie, one of my personal favorite movies growing up. As part of this, they uploaded a 10-hour lo-fi study session with Max. And in the background, there are some pretty noticeable Kingdom Hearts Easter eggs, a sticker of a Palpu fruit and sea salt ice cream, and a picture of Twilight Town.
implying that Max has been there before? Max exists in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Goofy, get back to your son. Is this a sign that Kingdom Hearts is finally back? This isn't anything new. They've done various references to Kingdom Hearts in various animated TV shows and movies in the past, and the animator of this probably was a big fan. But hey, I'll take anything Kingdom Hearts at this point. Can you please bring back Kingdom Hearts, please? Thank you. What did Kingdom Hearts mean by this? Do you guys remember the chart? The chart? In the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts 2020 trailer showing off stuff they were doing in that year, they low-key showed their plans for phase 2 of Kingdom Hearts with this interesting chart. 5 big boxes on top, 5 little ones on the bottom, with up and down arrows connecting them in some way. The only thing that's really clear is that the top big boxes represent the big releases of the series, at the very least. They only had 3 big boxes filled at the time with Remind, Dark Road, and Melody of Memory, and we now know that the other 2 were Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link. But a lot of mystery still remains as to what those bottom boxes mean. Why are they different sizes? Why are the arrows pointing up and down, and some of the arrows are pointing in one box and some in another box, and there are different spaces, like some games only have one box, and Nomura, please explain, I am begging you. The boxes, Mason, what do they mean? Ever wondered why Sora's design is so different in Kingdom Hearts 2? According to the Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultimania, Nomura got tired of drawing the chain that's on the side of Sora's pants, so he replaced it with 2 pockets and belts. Nomura, I have one simple question for you. What? Also, he was asked to give Donald and Goofy Nomura-style designs, and apparently that was adding a bunch of zippers. I always thought Nomura designs were a bunch of belts, but you know, to each their own. Shout out to the Ultimania project and Neosai on this one. Pieces of Kingdom Hearts lost media. The original source code to Kingdom Hearts 1 has been lost for quite a while now. Apparently, Square Enix did not do a good job of archiving source code to a lot of their old titles, so when it came time to make 1.5, they had to make pretty much everything from scratch, salvaging what they could. Since it's been so long and Square Enix didn't even do a good job of keeping it themselves, it's probably lost forever at this point, and if it was ever found, it probably couldn't come out since it's heavily protected material. Kingdom Hearts VCast was a mobile game released back in 2004 for the Verizon VCast service, back when phones had physical buttons. It was a very stripped back and janky version of Kingdom Hearts, and it was kind of obscure for a while, having no involvement from Square at all. When the VCast service shut down in 2012, the game was lost for quite a while. Eventually, people started dumping some files of the game online, though the Wonderland level is still lost, and there are ways to make it playable. I got to play this recently if you want to go check that out. I think it's pretty well known at this point that there was supposed to be an animated Kingdom Hearts TV show in the early 2000s that got canceled. There was an animatic pilot that was made with the voice actors and all that stuff way back when, but that was lost media for a long time until the director of it, Seth Kersley, posted it online, so this is no longer lost. I own a panel from this, by the way. Lastly, there was this thing called the Kingdom Hearts Premiere Party, where they basically held a big celebration for all things Kingdom Hearts related, and they showed off a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2. It is the origin of that cursed Sora meme that you've seen everywhere. It was only photos for a long time, there was no video of it, but eventually video did get uploaded, and I really recommend that you watch it because it is an experience. Subscribe for more juicy goodness. Does Kingdom Hearts even need Disney? Yes. Did I stutter? Disney literally owns Kingdom Hearts in its entirety. Square Enix just makes the games. So legally, they couldn't even do it even if they wanted to. It wouldn't be called Kingdom Hearts, at least. Theoretically, thinking about it, what if they removed Disney from Kingdom Hearts? It just wouldn't be the same. It's part of the gameplay loop, going to different worlds and kind of going through the events of the movies. They did kind of diminish its importance over time, especially with Kingdom Hearts 3. I think they kind of f***ed up with that case, but I still think it's integral to the overall gameplay loop of Kingdom Hearts. You could replace it with like the Final Fantasy worlds, I guess, which would actually be kind of tight, but at that point, it's called a Final Fantasy game. Integration with the lore has become much less over time as well, but you still have Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and all of those other characters that are very important to some way in the story. Plus, it would lose a lot of its magic because the Disney element does add a lot of flavor and excitement to the overall Kingdom Hearts formula. If you take out Disney, it would not feel as special. Plus, the campy tone of it all is just icing on the cake. But again, just to emphasize, this will never happen. Nope. If you want Kingdom Hearts without Disney, boy, do I have a series for you. Here's a Kingdom Hearts game I've always wanted, and that would be a Dynasty Warriors style Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts Warriors, Hearts Warriors, whatever you call it. Dynasty Warriors and Warrior style of games are not a series I'm too familiar with, but whenever I do play it, I have a lot of fun. Just the feeling of being this ultra powerful being that can slash so many enemies at once, and you can just do so much destruction and just plow through enemies. It's such a fun time. And even Hyrule Warriors, the spin-off of that series, is really fun too. But if they made a Kingdom Hearts game in that style, dude, the gameplay style is kind of already halfway there with you going through waves and waves of enemies with melee weapons. You just don't have that big a scale yet. They did experiment with that kind of style with the 1000 Heartless Battle and the lead up to the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I always found those sections very fun. So if they kind of refine that style, give it a little bit more of a warrior style remake with you having a little bit more abilities and tactics when it comes to kind of being this badass superhero slinging through enemies and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you could make one with more of the more powerful or ancient Keyblade wielders like a Yensid or an Ericus, or even like the Master of Masters, you know, kind of tell his story through that. They do show their badassery at some points during the series, but a full game exploring that would be really cool. There would be 3 companies involved, Disney, Square Enix, and Koei Tecmo, so it might get a little bit complicated, but hey, I think it'd be worth it. So if anyone at those companies is watching this video, hey, consider this. Put my name in the credits. It's gonna be me who's responsible. It's me. Did you know about this cool mod for Kingdom Hearts 3? One of the things that I really wanted to see in Kingdom Hearts 3, but didn't ultimately end up happening, was a Olympus Coliseum / arena mode. Well, through the power of good old modification, the Olympus Coliseum mod by Abe Projects brings it back to life. It features all of the original cups in the original Kingdom Hearts with the equivalent enemies in Kingdom Hearts 3, but also adding their own ones in inspired by Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 has a Pain and Panic cup, and Kingdom Hearts 3 has an Athena cup, as well as a really cool boss rush mode where you can basically fight every single boss in Kingdom Hearts 3. Each cup also has a much more difficult extreme mode, giving a lot more replayability to the whole thing. On top of that, you can play as basically any main character that's in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well, assembling a team of just random characters and going to town on some of these enemies. You also get a cute little display showing all the cups that you've won. A highly detailed Coliseum, custom animations, crowd sizes, it's all here. If you want to have a whole new experience with Kingdom Hearts 3, this is definitely the place to go. I will leave a download link in the description so you can go check it out. Should I make more mod videos? Tell me down in the comments if you want to see that. Why did Kingdom Hearts Missing Link get canceled? A lot of questions are arising as to what exactly happened. It seemed like the game was pretty far along and they were gearing for some sort of release of the game at some point. This is why it's kind of a shock. While we don't have the full story and we may never have the full story, here's what I believe happened. I think it was a combination of a few factors. Firstly is the changes that are going on within Square Enix right now. They've been getting new management, they've been rearranging their development studios, but recently they shared that they are going to be focusing on more bigger to medium scale titles on multi-platforms, console and PC specifically, mobile games not really included, quality over quantity. And Missing Link being a mobile game, it just doesn't fit in with that strategy. This may have been in the cards for a few months now. The reason they gave in the statement was that they were not going to be able to deliver a satisfactory service over time. So on the dev team side, I believe it's more of just getting consistent updates out there. They were getting big with this title, so maybe it was just gonna be feasible to get big updates out there with story and all that stuff. It could also have been affecting Kingdom Hearts 4's development in some way, but I don't really know. Plus on the financial side, gacha games have a very odd reputation as well, and there's a lot of laws being passed around the world that make it harder to do those kind of games, and I do think that's a good thing. That was the thing I was least looking forward to for this game. So there were technical issues left and right and delays because of it, so that didn't help. I think it was just a series of unfortunate events for this game. I don't know this for sure, these are just my theories, but if I had to guess. What does the future hold for the story of Missing Link though? That's a topic for another video. Here's a new Kingdom Hearts 4 theory that I think is interesting. Square Enix just dropped some new screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 4 as a little consolation prize for them taking Missing Link out back. They released 7 of them. Oh wait. In one of the screenshots, we see Mickey going through a library. It could even be the one in Scarlet Kylum, Hollow Bastion, something like that. But this screenshot does confirm that we're gonna be playing as Mickey during this game. The structure of this game might be split in half with Sora and Quadratum in one and the other characters in the main universe in another. But maybe for the segments in the main universe, we get to play as maybe not just Mickey, but multiple different other characters. Donald and Goofy are shown in the teaser trailer, so maybe we'll get to play as them. And a lot of the other original characters, maybe like an Aqua or a Kairi or Riku, we got to play them a little bit in 3, but not to the point where it was a big part of the game. Bro, that might be freaking awesome. At the very least, we know we're gonna play as Mickey, and that's cool in of itself. Watch Prodigy XCD's video on this. Did this game inspire Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Back in the year 2000, Squaresoft released
The Bouncer
on the PlayStation 2. It's a 3D beat 'em up style game with light RPG elements in it. It's a so-so beat 'em up with odd controls and probably one of the worst cameras in the game that I've ever played. But take a look at the design of the main character, Sion. Look familiar? The brown spiky hair, the blue eyes, the red, yellow, and blue color palette, the shorts, the chains everywhere. I mean, that's just a Nomura design. I'm not the first one to notice this, but the design of this character has a striking resemblance to Sora from Kingdom Hearts, which was released only 2 years later. This character was also designed by Tetsuya Nomura, so it's very likely that during the making of Sora, after they went through the whole Lion Boy phase, they took inspiration from the design of Sion to make Sora. At the very least, there's a very striking resemblance. And it's not just that I noticed too. This guy low-key looks like Vexen, and this guy low-key looks like Luxord. The only other reference to
The Bouncer
was in Kingdom Hearts 2 with Pence wearing the logo of the bar that's featured in the game, so good for you.
The Bouncer
You have a long-lasting impact. Is Kingdom Hearts 4 too real. The announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4 came with the look at this new realistic art style that the series is going to be shooting for, at least for this game. The style is akin to more of a Final Fantasy kind of look. This game seems to draw a lot of inspiration from Final Fantasy in general, specifically the canceled Versus 13. Reactions are kind of all over the place. I've seen some people excited about it, also some other people saying, why is this series known for its cartoony art style going in this direction? The world is real, Sora's real, Strelitzia is real, the Heartless are real. Yeah, I'm real. What? My take on this is that I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing with it. I like that they're trying to change things up somewhat and not do the same old thing over and over again. It is kind of generic, realistic looking stuff, yes, but I think with Kingdom Hearts, mixing those kind of things together could be unique and cool. We kind of saw that in the screenshots, and I'm interested to see where they're going to take that. I also understand that, without getting into spoilers, there's story significance as to why this is, so, you know, it's understandable. But also at the same time, I understand if you don't like it yourself. The series is known for one singular art style, and to kind of deviate away from that might not be your cup of tea. I don't think you're wrong in thinking that way. That's your opinion. I understand both sides. I'm more on the optimistic, seeing where they take this thing. The Kingdom Hearts team is a very talented group of people, and I think they know what they're doing. If it sucks, don't quote me on that later. That was not me. I guess we'll see with the next trailer what they've really done with this new art style. I'm on board with it. You're on board with it. Unless you're not. In that case... Uh-oh. Back to me being cartoony. Good. Like the new art? Awesome, isn't it?
All right, Kingdom Hearts 4 and Missing Link just got announced. We are in a better place than we've ever been with Kingdom Hearts. Absolutely nothing could go wrong. Oh yeah, nothing will go wrong, ever. But I don't know, I just think Kingdom Hearts 4 is missing something. Some Link to really make it all come together. Yeah, I agree, need some sauce. Got any ideas? I got it. What is it? A phone. Doesn't Sora already have a phone? But not just any phone. An old school style rotary phone. Oh my god. And? Oh my god. And? It's genius! I know, right? This is the best idea we've had for Kingdom Hearts in years. I know! Why didn't I think of this? Everything revolves around...
All praise be to the phone.
Sora doesn't even need the Keyblade. Yes, he does, actually. Point taken. But still, he needs that phone. Put that thing front and center. Mr. Nomura-san, do I have an idea for you?
Yo, Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots just dropped? Wait a second. Is that a rotary phone? Yeah!
Hey, I think I'm gonna buy Kingdom Hearts 2 here. Ooh, nice choice. Oh my god. What is it? What is going on? This can't be happening. What's going on? The game is too peak. The game is too peak. This game is too peak that it's launching the store into outer space. How the fuck does that work? I don't know. They never trained me on this. This game is that good? Hold on to your butts. We're reaching maximum peak levels. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Quick, someone grab something mid. Oh. Ooh. That was a close one. Mid saved the day once again. I don't know if another game could be this peak. Goes to show you that you can't have peak without mid. Hey, can I buy this game? No!
The most iconic part of Kingdom Hearts, no one talks about. Throughout all the games in this series, there is one thing that has never changed. The subtitles. All Kingdom Hearts cutscenes come with subtitles, and for the most part, you cannot turn them off. And honestly, I kind of prefer it that way. It's an iconic part of the series. The font is literally etched into my memory. My life has those subtitles. It's also great for accessibility. It allows people to easily follow along with the story. But there are some games where you can turn them off, and what does that look like? And here it is without a no! No.
Please, turn them back on. Please. Please, I'm begging you!
Is Sora ballin' in Kingdom Hearts 4? In the one and only trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4, we get a glimpse of the apartment that Sora will be staying in. Since this is based mostly off of real-life Tokyo, people wondered if this was real. And as it turns out, it very much is. It is this room plan right here, and people did the calculations. This apartment has 245,000 yen a month in rent, which equals out to about $2,000 a month when the trailer came out. The yen has actually crashed since then. It's now more like $1,600. Sorry, Japan. That's actually more of what my apartment costs. But don't worry, it's actually available to be bought, and you can buy it for the low price of 1.2 million US dollars. So either Sora or Strelitzia have a bag on their hands, or they just work a consistent job. Kingdom Hearts 4's new realistic feature, Sora has to get a job and pay his fucking bill. Will Missing Link come back? Since Kingdom Hearts Missing Link got canceled, people are wondering what's gonna happen to the story of this game. It was clearly important, so what are they gonna do with it? Maybe they can take the assets they've already made for Missing Link and shape it into a new single-player experience. To which I say no. That would be a Frankenstein mess and quite honestly suck. Only diehards would buy it too, so it probably wouldn't be successful. Maybe they could make a new game from the ground up telling the same story, which, yeah, would be cool, but there would be a lot of resources needed to make that happen. Plus, you think Kingdom Hearts 4 is taking a long time now? Oh boy, just wait. Maybe they can tell it through Kingdom Hearts 4, giving flashbacks to the story when necessary, which I could see them doing, but they'd have to restructure the story of Kingdom Hearts 4 to kind of tell that as well. It would probably ruin the pacing of it a little bit, probably wouldn't be that great. The more likely and logical scenario is them turning the cutscenes into a back cover style movie, taking the cutscenes already there and reworking them or building new ones. It will require the least amount of resources and I think just be easier for everyone involved. Though having it on its own might not be the best idea, maybe making a collection of something or a re-release of something to make that work. Who knows, they may not bring it back at all, just dump it. I hope they don't. Tell me in the comments what you guys think they're gonna do. KH2 versus KH3, KH2 versus KH3. Guys, this debate has been brought up on Twitter again recently for like the 500th time, with defenders of each game going at it and one of the greatest battles gaming's ever seen. Which game do I think will come out on top? I think both games are good. Yeah, both games are great in my opinion. I think that they both have good qualities. There's some flaws to them too, but overall, I think they're great games. I don't know what gets into the brains of some people to think that if one game good, then other game bad. Like it's a purely binary thing. We can have our comparison to see which game is better, and in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts 2 would win, but that doesn't mean I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is a bad game. Maybe it's just a few vocal fans of each of these games making this seem bigger than it is. I don't know. But it seems to be a topic that comes up quite frequently to put down the other one. And if you like or dislike either of these games, cool. Power to you. This debate just goes into always these extremes, in my opinion. When you stop judging games in comparison to another one and judge it based on the good and bad of it on its own, you start to see colors again, man. Play games like that instead. We're gonna do some Kingdom Hearts math. 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.8 plus 3.5 plus all in one package. That's a lot of math, okay? What would that add up to? Now I'm curious. 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.8 plus 3.5 plus, since we're all in one collection, I'll just add 1 to it. We would have Kingdom Hearts 11.3. If they want to do a Days remake on that, we would add 358 divided by 2. Kingdom Hearts 184.65. God, I wish they would do that. That would be the funniest shit ever. Oh, wait, forgot. There's 104 days of summer vacation. We got to add that shit too. Kingdom Hearts 288.65. Come on, Square Enix. Also, 0.2, 288.85. Come on, Square Enix, you can do this. When did you start playing the Kingdom Hearts games? My first Kingdom Hearts game was Kingdom Hearts 2. I vaguely remember seeing a Kingdom Hearts 2 commercial when I was a kid, but I'd never heard of the series before. It was my 7th or 8th birthday. My mom would always take me to Target for those, and I would get like 3 games. I bought it because the cover was shiny and I liked Mickey Mouse on it. That's why I bought it. I thought the cover was really cool. Back when game covers actually fucking mattered. They say game covers don't matter, bro. The game cover, if that cover wasn't cool, I wouldn't be doing this right now. And Kingdom Hearts 2 being the GOAT it is, you know, the rest is history. But yeah, that's how I got into Kingdom Hearts. A Kingdom Hearts anime? A Kingdom Hearts anime? Dude. To have it take place maybe like around the time of the Key Saga, maybe a little bit after, following the adventures of like a Yen Sid, Blue Shoes Travels or something like that. Have it in the style of the other side of the story, like the secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 1. That kind of vibe. Delving into the more mature topics and tones of Kingdom Hearts that's not really explored that much. Give it to me now. Kingdom Hearts is basically Disney shonen, so come on, Square. You know you want to. Pixar movie ends up, I'd like think it'd be like either Cars or Coco. Are you ready for a car, Sora? Are you mentally prepared to understand what that entails? Car, Sora? I don't know if you are, man. They were gonna do something in Kingdom Hearts 3. The leak kind of showed that. They didn't do it. Maybe because we're not mentally prepared. Leave a ka-chow in the chat if you're about it, though. Cars Donald, oh, that's even more cursed. Do you remember playing Monstro in Kingdom Hearts 1 and having the rooms just going wherever? We logically start in Chamber 1, then go through this door to Chamber 3, and then this door to Chamber 6? What? Was so annoying as a kid. Well, I'll have you know, there's a solution to this. Gregory, seeing as there's multiple doors in these rooms, you want to look for the color that's glowing on them. If it's glowing green, that's the way you need to go. If you want to progress the story, if you're trying to do it in numerical order, then good luck. I got to play Kingdom Hearts Days multiplayer. here's what I thought. If you didn't know, there was a local multiplayer aspect to Kingdom Hearts Days where you got to play as different characters, going through and doing missions from the game. I attended Kingdom Hearts Reconnect a few weeks ago, a fan-run event to celebrate the series. The vibes were immaculate. Kingdom Hearts YouTuber Key, the resident Days lover himself, brought a few copies of Days for us to have the first real multiplayer match of Days in years, maybe even a decade. I got to play a few rounds and yeah, it was fun. You basically go through regular Days missions, but with more people. And it really does change the dynamics of everything. You really have to be in tune with the people you're playing with because it gets so chaotic with 4 people playing in one match. We were throwing helpful hints at each other, asking for potions, asking for magic, all this kind of stuff. It was a very collaborative thing. Very, very fun. I played as Axel for the first few rounds, and that was the best time I had. Then I remember Key made a video talking about the worst playable characters in Days, and he said the worst was Goofy, so I wanted to try it out. Your boy had a difficult time. Let me just say that. I don't do what I did, kids. It's not kosher. Check out Key's video on this if you want to learn more about it. Here's another interesting Kingdom Hearts mystery. Destiny Islands is a quite iconic part of Kingdom Hearts. It's the first place we ever go to. But I always forget that it's Destiny Islands, plural. There's a chain of them. There's not just the one. We always have the one that we play in, but there's also the one that they actually like live on. And that was the most interesting to me because we don't know much about it and we rarely see it. We kind of see it in KH1 when the storm is coming, in KH2 when Kairi sends out the note in the bottle, and in Birth by Sleep with Kid, Riku, and Sora. As a kid, I always thought the second island was Twilight Town because the cutscene in KH2 takes place around Twilight as well, and it's like, oh, it's just hidden behind the mountains, I guess. But upon further digging, that doesn't seem to be true, at least it's not confirmed. What is the second island like? What is society like there? Do they have an industry there? Do a lot of people have the same jobs? Do Sora's parents live there still? Do the younger kids still go on Destiny Islands because we haven't seen anyone else there? Is there more than just the 2 islands? Is everyone okay after Kingdom Hearts 1? That they just forget everything happened? Is it like a Peter Pan situation where they kidnapped a bunch of kids? I'm just spitballing questions at this point. Tell me down in the comments what you guys think it is. Kingdom Hearts 2 Rando is consuming my life. I only just recently got into this mod, even though it's been around for like years. If you don't know what it is though, to put it simply, it's basically every single item in chest in the game is randomized. They give you some abilities to start off with. You go to all the worlds, open all the chests in them, getting random items, abilities, upgrades, and things throughout. And a lot of times, in order to beat the game, you have to find the 3 proofs and promise charm hidden throughout the worlds, and they could be anywhere. And depending on your seed, it could take you like 30 minutes to find everything, or 2 hours. And again, pretty much everything is random in this mod. You could find the ultimate weapon in one of the worlds, and it could suck ass, but that's why it's so addicting. My friends Dax and Prodigy got me into this, and yeah, I'm hooked. The fact that everything is random is really what's fun about it, because you get to go throughout these worlds, you get anticipation of, oh, maybe I'll find it in this one. You're usually disappointed, but that's what keeps you going, the next thing. And I thought I was familiar with Kingdom Hearts 2 before, but now that I played this, yeah, I was wrong. There's a very talented team of people who work on this. Shout out to them for making this work. And there is a tournament coming up called Fresh Faces, where people who are new to the scene can actually kind of compete and have some fun, all raising money for charity. Shout out to Roro on that one. That was a very brief description of it. So if you want to learn more, I'll leave some links in the description that you guys can go check out and get hooked yourself. Should Kingdom Hearts get its own movie? The rumor mill is stating that Disney is looking for pitches for new IP for their movies, specifically to target younger males. They're looking for adventure and treasure hunting films. And hey, Kingdom Hearts, I think, fits that bill pretty good. They've not made a full-on movie of that so far, so should they do it? Making a Kingdom Hearts movie is a Herculean task, if you think about it. Lore and story and world building of the Kingdom Hearts series is so vast at this point that it would be hard for them to catch up. One game covers multiple Disney movies in of itself, so if they want to make it into one thing, they would have to heavily compromise it, and I don't know if that'd be good. Split it into 2 parts, I guess? It also wouldn't fit the bill for this new IP they're looking for here. Kingdom Hearts already exists. It's not in a movie form, but uses existing IP from Disney already. There have been rumors for years that it's in development, supposedly, and apparently it was supposed to be a CGI live-action hybrid, which, please, for the love of God, no. Horrors beyond mankind's comprehension. I have seen some people say that, oh, they should make a fully original new lore movie, like a back cover or something like that. Or they should make a Ewing Cross movie in of itself. Or a Missing Link movie, I guess. Guys, they're not going to be making a big budget Hollywood style Ewing Cross movie. That is not going to happen. Sorry to break the news to you. That would sell to nobody except for a small amount of Kingdom Hearts fans. If they were to do it, it would be a back cover style compilation. I do want a Missing Link movie, but it won't be like that. And if they were to make another lore movie in of itself, it'd probably be a smaller budget, maybe anime style thing. Throw it on Disney Plus. Overall though, a Kingdom Hearts movie, I don't know about that. It'd be a hard task to undertake, and I don't know if they get much of a return from it. Now, a Kingdom Hearts TV show? That's what I'm talking about. Give it to me, not Disney. Have you ever noticed this detail in Kingdom Hearts 2 before? In the mansion, if you go over to Naminé's room and look at the command menu, the command icons turn to cards from Chain of Memories. Since Naminé is a very important part of that story and it directly leads to Kingdom Hearts 2. And people say Chain of Memories is a bad game? Bro, we got an Easter egg in Kingdom Hearts 2, the best game ever made, so Shove it. Questions Kingdom Hearts is still yet to answer. Does Sora and the gang remember their time at Deep Jungle at all? It only appeared in the first game and then never again, not even mentioned, and that's due to copyright reasons mostly. But do they even remember their time there? Did Naminé rebuild those memories at all? Were Disney's lawyers breathing down their neck? How do Sora and Riku get into the realm of darkness? What is that light that leads them there? That's never been explained either. So what the hell? Building on that, where is Aqua during this? Maybe she'd be around somewhere saying like, hey, I need to get out of here too. Help. Who is Sora's dad? Who's his father figure? We've heard Sora's mom. We've heard her voice, and that's a whole nother thing right there. But Sora's dad? His dad is mentioned briefly in Birth by Sleep, and that's it. So hopefully they know where he is. Are there more Destiny Islands? We know there's at least 2 of them, the one they play on and the one they live on, but maybe there's more of them. Maybe there's like a chain of them or something like that. What is life like there? What are the people like there? Are they okay after Kingdom Hearts 1? And finally, we gotta ask, what's in the box? What's in the box? Sorry, I had to. Have any more unanswered questions? Tell me down in the comments. Maybe I'll make a part 2. Here's something cool about Kingdom Hearts 2 you may have not noticed before. In the mansion in Twilight Town, there are a few chests laid throughout. A few in the foyer, a couple in the dining room, and some spread throughout the basement. You probably haven't thought about the placement of those chests at all, so why should you? Well, when you go back to the mansion as Sora near the end of the game and go through the mansion, you can notice that the placement of the chests is now flipped. This chest is now on the left side, this one is now on the right staircase, this one's on the right side of the hallway instead of the left, the ones in the dining room have flipped, the ones in the basement have flipped, etc, etc. They're not 100% mirrored, but basically. This is probably to show that the simulated Twilight Town is supposed to be a mirror or reflection of the main Twilight Town. This is something you could easily miss while playing the game, and they didn't have to do it, but these small little details just show how much love they put into Kingdom Hearts. We finally have some new Kingdom Hearts stuff! Huzzah! To celebrate Halloween this year, Tetsuya Nomura decided to post a new piece of Kingdom Hearts artwork with Sora, Donald, and Goofy in Halloween Town with their Halloween Town outfits and a kind of cutified version of it. It's just so cute in general, look at it. Oh! There's the usual Nomura secret messages, like 13 pumpkins in there, including a Goofy's nose, and there's 7 bats in the background, and you know, all that. But we also have a new Keyblade for Sora this time around. As you can see there, it's kind of a Tim Burton-esque kind of line drawing looking thing with what seems to be Frankenweenie at the end, maybe? Fans are calling it Frightmare, and there's already a mod to put it in Kingdom Hearts 3 if you want. But also on top of this, people are going insane. People are looking for secret messages everywhere in this artwork to try to find some hints as to when Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming back, and this one right here is just, come on. But at the end of the day, we have new stuff from Nomura. Hi, Nomura, I missed you. When are you coming back? That's a good question. Please come back soon, please. Do you remember this fun bit of Kingdom Hearts media from back in the day? Mushroom Kingdom Hearts. Hell yeah. Way back in 2007, EGM, for their annual April Fool's joke, ran a fake little story about a fake game called Mushroom Kingdom Hearts, where it's a crossover between Nintendo and Disney. Mario holding a Keyblade, which is actually kind of badass. The 2 most litigious companies in copyright history are now joining forces to strike down your YouTube video. Even outside this though, this is kind of like a cool concept, combining all the Nintendo games together to make like a Kingdom Hearts style RPG. That'd be kind of cool. But I mean, in the end, this technically did end up happening because Sora did join Smash. And if you remember at the end of the trailer, Mario and Sora shook hands. So this is kind of oddly prophetic in a way. When the Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots dropped, we had a lot of amazing images included in there, but one caught my eye. That would be this phone. It's a phone. They placed a rotary phone smack dab in the middle of that image, and since they included it in here, it probably serves some sort of purpose. What that is, we don't know yet. The main theory that I see floating around is that it's a way to communicate between the Quadratum world and the regular Kingdom Hearts 1, which I think could be a neat idea. Maybe it has something to do with the worlds, maybe it's like a teleporting kind of phone, I don't know. Maybe it's just a regular phone like you use in the regular world, Sora calls up his friends like, hey, you want a chelada? Or maybe they just thought it looked cool, and they just wanted to show it off. That could be the case. It's a nice looking phone. I already made a skip video about this thing if you want to go check that out, have a good laugh. But yeah, all praise be to the phone. Does Kingdom Hearts 1 need a remake? No. Greenies is kind of on the remake bandwagon with the whole 7 remake stuff, Dragon Quest, Star Ocean, things like that. So what about Kingdom Hearts joining that club? It's one of their big franchises and, you know, there's a lot of money to be made from it, so maybe they could. But like, no. It doesn't need it. I think it is perfectly fine the way it is. Yes, it is dated in some areas, specifically with the platforming and the camera, and I have my issues with that as well. It honestly made me kind of not like the game for a while since I started with Kingdom Hearts 2, so, you know, that kind of transition didn't feel right. But I don't think it's aged as bad as some people make it out to be. I still think it is a great game. I still think its mechanics have aged very well. I still think the combat in that game is awesome. It's not as good as Kingdom Hearts 2, but still pretty good. Plus, the cel-shaded art style that they went for with the graphics have made it age very well. On top of that, they already technically remade the game for the HD collections. They lost the original source code to Kingdom Hearts 1, so for the HD collections, they had to remake the game, basically. You've already been playing the remake, and you just didn't know it. So does it need a remake? No, it doesn't. But will they do it? Please just focus on Kingdom Hearts 4. That's all we really want at this point. I have a full video on this if you want to go check that out as well. I was talking about Kingdom Hearts the other day, and then I suddenly got curious how tall are some of the Kingdom Hearts characters? Something I hadn't really thought about before, so I started digging it up. How tall is Sora? And as it turns out, Sora's only 5'3". Yeah, you'd think he'd be taller with how much of a badass he is, but I guess he's a short king, as they say. That made me even more curious, so I found this good Reddit thread estimating the heights of other characters compared to Sora, and here's the heights of Kingdom Hearts characters. Kairi, Naminé, and Xion are all 5'1". Sora, Roxas, and Ventus are all about 5'3". Aqua is 5'8". Riku/Young Xehanort is 6 foot, and Terra is 6'3", which he's a towering guy, so I guess that makes sense. But all of the org members are like giants for some reason. Zexion is 6 foot, Larxene 6'1", Demyx is 6'5", Sayax is 6'6", Zigbar/Master Xehanort are both 6. God fucking damn it. Luxord/Ansem the Wise are 6'8". Axel is 6'9", Marluxia 6'10", Zaldin 6'11", Xemnas/Ansem is 7 foot, Vexen is 7'3", and at a monster height, Lexia/Alius is 7'5". The NBA is calling you, dude. The Lakers need a center. In my last video, I talked about the heights of Kingdom Hearts characters and how I was surprised by some of the estimates they came up with, but I came up with another question. How big are Sora's shoes? I know this is kind of a sus question because, you know, of all the feet lovers out there, but Sora's shoes have been known to be comically large and oversized since he's kind of based on Mickey Mouse a little bit, but I started wondering what his actual shoe size would be, so I decided to go figure it out. These measurements will go under the assumption that Sora is 5'3", and that is also just kind of an estimate, kind of not really official, so this is going to be a wild guess here. I happen to have a copy of Sora's model from Kingdom Hearts 3 that I can play around with in Blender. So I went in there, rendered an image of Sora, plopped that into Photoshop, and measured the amount of pixels from top to bottom, and calculated how many pixels per centimeter, just so I could be a little bit more precise with this. I then got a side view of that model, not zoomed in at all, put that into Photoshop, measured his foot, and here's what I came up with. Sora's estimated shoe size, according to these calculations, would be a size 14 men's in the US and a size 13 in the UK. That's about the average for an NBA player. For all you feet lovers out there, Sora might be your guy. Now, for how his shoes are so thick, yeah, that might be a different story.